The art department has been working overtime. Look at that graphic. That is killer. That is killer, Darren. That's one of the best ones I've ever seen.
Awesome. Thank you. That's actually that was a fun one to make up there. And yeah.
It looks like this it looks like there's a little neon light going around the chef. That looks really cool with the blue traced around it. That looks killer.
On the brick. Yeah, it looks
pretty cool. I like it. I like it. And I like how you can see the brick through his the picture, you know, like you made it like 50% transparent.
Yeah. Well, less is more in this one.
It looks like it's painted on the brick wall behind it.
Correct. Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Yeah, it looks killer. Looks good.
So, I always try to do different themes and stuff, and switch it up and give us some new looks every stream.
And backyard billiard, Chucky. What's up, Chucky? Finally get you back and get you on here.
Where you been, Chuck?
So we have a good one tonight. We have our very own Chuck from Backyard Billiards, tried and true, been with us from the very beginning.
OG.
Yeah, one of the OGs. So I mean, he was there, you, me, and then Anthony came shortly thereafter. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is like 3 of the original 8 or something. So that's cool. It's cool that we have a history like that, you know?
For sure.
So anyway, good to have you again here, Darren. And we have a big one for you tonight. My buddy Chuck is going to be playing Anthony, our very own chef. And the reason he's called the chef because he does his best work from the kitchen. He's always in the kitchen, so he can whip up a souffle or something for you.
So I am not an actual chef. I'm an IT guy.
Yeah, whip up an IT, a picture of a chef of a cake or something. Digital image binary. There you go. Hexadecimal cake or ASCII code, like you have on your there you go. That's binary. Anyway, so we're gonna be playing an 8-ball race to 7, I believe. Is that it? Yeah. Yep. So we already flipped the coin, and it looks like this is it's gonna be Anthony. The chef's gonna break first because he won it, but his last 3, he said he's won his game, but he lost the coin toss. So that might be something to keep track of. We have new stats in our thing. So that said, Darren, what do you think of this match that you put together here?
Yeah, so another one I was surprised to hear that these guys hadn't played each other. I felt like they had played each other in the tournament or something way back when, but according to Anthony, these guys have not played each other for the Heads Up. I know they probably met on Chuck's stream for the Ghost 10-ball stuff, but first matchup for them, Anthony's been on a 3-game win streak. He's been undefeated in 2025. His last loss came at the New Year's match against OG. So he's on his way up, and gave him a list of challengers, as we always do, to make sure our talent is always tested, and gave him 5 guys to choose from. And Anthony picked Chuck, said he's never played him and would like to have an opportunity. So this is more of a test for Anthony than it is for Chuck. But Chuck, as you said, seasoned vet, been around here since the very beginning. I think the last time we seen him was in the scrimmage match there against Mike Adams a couple weeks ago. Did come up short then, but I think we had seen him before. He beat me in the Thanksgiving match. I don't know if that was the last match we had seen him for Heads Up. So I haven't seen a lot of Chuck lately. He's been dealing with, if it's not internet issues, he's dealing with the weather down there in South Carolina. It's been unpredictable. So he does literally play in the backyard. So weather he's very dependent on what the weather's like outside. So anytime we can have him on stream, it's always fun. I expect Chuck to be the favorite tonight. I'll put him at a -150, just a 1.5 to 1 favorite. So he does have the bigger table. Anthony playing on the 8-footer versus the 9. I think it balances the skill level out, where Chuck may have the edge on him there. So should be a good matchup. Look forward to it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. Yeah, and Chuck's also been having he does a lot of work. He's working. Every time I talk to him, he's doing something. He's working. Mm-hmm. So good to see you on the stream again, Chuck. It's been a while, or it's been a couple of weeks when you played Mike Adams and introduced him to it. So Yeah, that's what it was. That's why we called it a scrimmage, because we didn't actually keep track of everything. We didn't keep track. We didn't have the tail of the tape, I like to call it, at the end of the match with Darren helping me with hosting. It was just to get him introduced how to play, so he could jump in. So his real first official match for Mike Adams was a couple weeks ago, I think. Right? Was it and he ended up going to Ruben's house and played at Ruben's house, and I think he came up short. It was a good match though, but he came up short on that one. But anyway, yeah. So Anthony, let's start with you. Tell me, what do you think? What do you think your outcome might be tonight?
Well, we start with that coin flip. I'm a little worried. And then let's put on top of it that Chuck is a very skilled shooter. So I've got it out for me here. You know, I'm gonna have to have a little bit of the pool god luck on my side and just shoot the best I can and have fun. That's all I want to do, man.
That's it. And you, Chucky, what do you think? What is your key to success tonight?
Basically, just stay focused. Just see what I got in front of me. If it gives me the victory, that's great. If not, shake the man's hand and move on.
That's right. That's right. Just having a good time, I notice, is the best way to play. Yep. But we're competitive, so we get mad at ourselves when we play badly. But
yeah, I kick my ass once in a while.
yeah, it's happened. We all lose. I got my ass handed to me by Darren there on our birthday match, not even a month ago. But I'm okay. I got over it. I stepped away.
Pretty sure last time I played Darren, I got whitewashed.
Yeah, it's he's a tough player. It's tough to play him. You gotta know that there's a really good chance that you're not going to win that match. But it's not like you can't be beat. I think I have beat him in the past. So
you just got to count on me to self-destruct, and usually you can pull through that. Like Inspector Gadget, you never know.
Yeah, but I think the key tonight is going to be the balls on the break. You got to make balls on the break. The guy who makes more balls on the break, I think, is going to be our winner. And it just depends how you're hitting them, and if you're hitting them good. If you do have problems with making balls on the break, switch it up. Go to a template rack or go to triangle, whichever. Switch it up. See if you can figure out what it is. But that is such key here when alternating break. You need to get a ball down almost every time you break to stay in the lead on innings. So, I think we're going to have a break and run, at least one from each player. I think we'll have at least one, and maybe a table run, dry and run, or whatever you call them. And I think it'll be fun to watch this game. I think it's going to be real good. I think they're more evenly matched than Darren's giving it. I think he's giving a little too much credit to Chuck, because I've seen Anthony here, and he's like a champ. So when he's shooting good, he is, dude. He's 3-0 in 2025 for a reason. It's not like
you get to sit back after I make my analysis and then pick apart what I said, but we never pick apart the shit you say.
You're welcome. You're welcome. It's what I do.
CEO, CFO privileges.
It's what I get paid for it. All kidding aside. No, I'd be happy whoever wins. Chuck's one of my good friends, and Anthony's one of my good friends, and I would love to go see you guys in your states one day, and just to go visit and go play some pool and eat some good grub, and see what Anthony could cook up in the kitchen since he's a chef. So cook on the barbecue. It's digital barbecue. But anyway, so we're gonna do 8-ball, race to 9. Or race to 7, right?
Yep.
And you guys ready to get this bad boy going?
Let's do it.
All right, let's go full screen with Anthony because he won the coin toss, so he's going to go first. Switch your camera down, Anthony.
Yeah. Why I don't remember that, I'll never know. But
again, real quick, look at that graphic.
Thank you, sir. Yeah,
it's really
crispy.
Good job.
Yes,
it's
sir.
juicy. It's juicy. I like that one.
Yeah.
And I notice a lot of girls don't like the word juicy or moist.
Yeah, I think moist. They're retiring that word. They're bringing back the R word, but they're going to let that one go.
Yeah. The R word, you're afraid to say it. You might get canceled.
I don't mind saying it, but I want to say it in sentence. I just don't like just saying the word.
Yeah. It's all about context, too.
Exactly. I know it's all about. All right. So good break here. Top left-hand corner for a yellow with a good spread. Tough starting point with the cue ball.
Yeah, this is typical. He does this all the time. Remember, he
Chef.
cannot break and leave the cue ball in this half.
Yep. The chef is operating most of the time from the kitchen.
Yeah, but it's a decent spread. I mean,
for sure.
He can make his first ball. I think he's off to the races.
I was going to say that's probably the toughest shot on the table for him is the first ball.
Yeah.
So he'll have some time to think about it.
Yeah. I see John Guys is in the chat. Good to see you, John. We got to get you back on soon.
Yeah.
We're going to go with Gizmo's favorite. I'm going for the yellows.
Oh, that's my favorite.
All right. So a tester to start here. Long yellow, bottom right-hand corner.
Yeah, I think that's his best shot. I don't see another one. Do you? I think that's his best shot right there.
Pocket speed.
Oh,
yeah, that was
pockets there, jammed it up.
Yeah, but I think he's good to go. I mean, I give him probably 50-50 chance of running out if he gets to the table. So
as we said, that was the tester. The very first shot, he could make that ball. He probably could have done some damage there. So let's Chuck into the game earlier than he thought he might be.
Yeah, so making a ball in his break didn't really help him, even though that's going to be key. But let's see what Chuck has to bring.
That's why there's many components to the break, right?
Yep.
Not just getting the ball down, but where you end up and how the table looks after you whack them.
Yeah. Playing with casinos, both guys.
Yeah, and there we go. Looks like it's going to be a dry here for Chuck, and Chuck ends up deep in the kitchen himself on the 9-footer. It's even a tougher spot to be in.
Look at that 8-ball.
Yeah, so a tough layout there for Chuck. We're going to give the spread to the chef to start things off here.
Yeah.
Now, I was saying earlier, I got a text from Nicholas. I don't know if he's in the chat or not, but he told me he picked up the casinos, the Aramiths today.
Oh, sweet. They're like $150.
Yeah.
Somebody's trying to sell a set for $220 or something like that. Like he's on crack.
Yeah, this is not
I mean, he really be on crack, and that's why they're so expensive.
Yeah, at that point, get the Chinese ones for $40.
Yeah, exactly. And they're only a half an ounce heavier. Or half an ounce, yeah.
They're supposed to be half an ounce better.
They're supposed to be 6. Yeah, they're supposed to be 6 ounces, and they're 6.5 ounces.
If you get the cheap ones, you're like, don't bring those light ass balls around me.
Yeah.
You just get uppity on people. All right, Anthony picking up where he left off with the pocket hanger there.
He stuck with the yellows. He could have went red, but I agree. Probably the yellows are better ones. Oh, he has a little window for that one. This is a bonus. Good shot. Can I unmute you, Chef? I can't. Nope, I can't do it.
Oh, is he muted? I just noticed.
He muted himself. If you let me do the muting, you don't have to do it. You just let me know if you want me to mute you.
I went to
but we don't know
inside to grab me another adult beverage. And
I thought you were passing wind or something and you didn't want people to hear. So I get it.
No, I'll do that. I don't care.
All right. Let's see what he's going to do. He's down to 4 balls.
Yep.
Your video looks excellent.
Yeah, camera looks great, man. Picture looks awesome. One of the easier tables to edit because the blue just pops off it. The better the color, the better the key when I edit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely. I put Anthony in the top 10 guys for our stream community as far as the quality. So another guy you can look to if you're trying to upgrade your equipment at home and pick Anthony.
He's an IT guy, so he's got a little bit of an advantage over some people on what to get.
Correct.
Nice shot.
All right, making quick work. As you said, Gizmo didn't have a lot of problems after that first ball.
Yeah, this is going to be right here. This transition from one to the other, which one he chooses first, this is the key right here.
Oh, we're not choosing this one first. That'll take me into this shit.
Yeah, I get you. So now it's all about getting transition from this yellow to there because you're going to be coming off of it toward that red, and that might kill your action.
Oh,
That's important.
And that was good.
no, look how he played it good too.
Yeah. He had to hit it hard. He
Played it
just got
good.
lucky. He got lucky that yellow didn't tie up on him because that could have been just
Yeah.
awful.
Mhm.
Because of it, it will be a makeable for him. He obviously was playing for position. That cost him, but all right, Chuck with the tougher layout. Looks like I mean, he is in the kitchen as well.
Yeah, he's gonna
This is a table for two.
he's gonna shoot that yellow in the corner. Yeah, look at that. That's like a 27-foot putt.
Yeah, and his camera angle makes it look like he's playing on a 12-foot snooker table.
It does. It's like, can you hear us, Chuck?
Yep. So Chuck had to deal with the same issue that Anthony did, just a tough, long shot to start. And it's just when you haven't hit a ball yet, those shots are just so freaking tough to nail.
Yeah. All right, Anthony.
But first rack, we got a lot of time here, folks. These guys are just getting in the stroke.
First game jitters too. Every time the first game comes up.
When me and Chuck played, I think he broke with the ball down about every rack. He
Go
got
in
me
that
last
corner.
time. Chuck beat me 7-1 last time we played. You believe that shit?
Wow.
I was about to just quit.
Well, you made up for it against me. I think he beat me 7-2. So
Yeah, I did it. It did make me feel better.
yeah, I'm glad I was there.
All right, Anthony on his last yellow here, looking to go up 1 rack nil.
It's like I'm your emotional support pool player friend.
Like the Gizzy Bear. Oh, he draws it back. Maybe he tried to get a little too cute.
Yeah.
I was stretched like that. I got more draw than I wanted.
Yep. All right.
Inside.
Side pocket. Gonna let the cue ball go a little bit.
I like Anthony getting cute.
Yep, getting cute. That's what we always said.
The cute chef.
Nice. Makes a
Ooh,
great shot.
well
Man, I'll tell you, whatever you put on that cue ball, it just slowed down at the last second. And
just
turned.
unreal. Yeah.
Unbelievable. That was a good shot there, Anthony. Anthony up 1-0.
Thank you.
So it was his break. So
Yeah.
that helps things out. Chuck had a very tough first shot. Anthony did as well. So very similar, both guys, but Anthony stays 1 inning ahead, and that's the difference. These guys are getting racked up. We'll go to the rules of engagement here. Gameplay is BCA rules. Coin flip for the break. We already established that the chef will start things off. If a ball is pocketed, player shoots until he misses. The table is open after the break, regardless of balls down. 8 ball to be spotted if it's pocketed on the break. Obvious shots do not need to be called.
So call banks, kicks, caroms, jumps, masses, and combinations.
All fouls are ball in hand. Players alternate after misses or fouls. The player who scratches will start from the kitchen when his turn resumes. First to pocket a called 8 ball wins the rack. You'll need 7 of them to get it done tonight. In Anthony's case, he'll just need 6 more. Rack number 2.
All right, Chucky, make a ball on a break and leave the cue ball right in the middle of the table.
All right, Chuck.
I don't know if that's coaching, but
At this point, I'm
Look
too
at
afraid to ask. It looks like
Red
a
in the
ball,
corner.
bottom
And in the
right-hand
middle
corner.
of the table.
Man,
did he
this is,
listen to me or what? Look at that. Perfectly in the middle of the table. I mean, he's off the exact center of the table by about 2 inches.
he's either listened to you or every other person with pool theory who has ever existed. Who
No,
knows
it was
how you
me.
should break.
It was all me. Just in case you weren't sure, it was all me.
All right, so Chuck with a night and day break there before you can see dry break, cue ball in a terrible spot, bad spread. This time, complete opposite. Cue ball squats in the middle of the table, ball down, plenty of options.
Yep, nice looking table. He's
Gonna
the
be
big
tough
one
to beat
to
that.
take because you got a red blocking the yellow on the top left up there, but then you got a yellow blocking the red this way going that way. So he's gonna have to do a little something.
And when it comes to the break, like you said, Gizmo, what works for you and what doesn't, you want to figure that out pretty quick, because if you're stuck in a rut with the same break over and over again, not getting the ball down, and I've been there, it can really take the air out of you. So take the wind right out of your sails.
It is the most frustrating thing.
Yeah, because it can change a pool player's game pretty fast.
Easy, yeah. Once you let the other guy get up on you on innings, get up on you and make it a ball on the break every time, he's always ahead, even if you break first. Oh, that was a good shot, Chuck. I was wondering how you're going to get to that yellow, and there it is.
There he is. Chuck, as we said, is a veteran.
Yeah, he is. That was a good shot.
All right, another long shot here on the yellow.
Yeah, went a little farther, but I think he's going to be perfect, actually, if he was playing that way.
A little bit of no man's land, but I think he's got an opportunity here at a ball or two.
Yeah, I think that ended up working pretty good. Yeah, so he's looking the other way. So one up table, one back table.
Yeah, and the one next to the red, if it's available. Looks like he's checking that one out.
That's the next toughest shot. He wants to stay down here so he can shoot this one.
That changes things there.
So that's what he's playing for. You actually look back there to see if he goes past the other yellow, and it does.
All right, 3 yellows left.
I tried to use a bridge the other day. I look like an R word.
Look like an R word. Effing a door handle.
Yeah. I mean, it was bad. I'm telling you.
What does it say? A doorknob? Doorknob?
That's me. Using the bridge, you look like a monkey on a football.
All right, Chuck with 2 yellows left. This will be a break and run for Chuck.
Nice shot, Chucky. Needed a little bit more of a cut than he probably wanted, but he still got a shot. So, yep, he wants to put that cue ball right by that side pocket, be straight in.
Can we get a little bit more speed than that?
All right.
So
Chuck thinking it through.
He thinks he's going to go back and forth twice. That's why.
Yeah. As long as you don't land in the spot you're in now.
Because he's cutting him thinner than he likes, so he can't slow it down. Yeah. Look at this guy.
He hits it great.
And you take the template rack off. I want that to be what stops us from going in.
No tragic racking.
Yeah, they call it the tragic rack for a reason.
All right, Chuck, looking to get on the board here with a break and run, bottom left-hand corner. And he stretched.
There it is.
He nails the shot. I was a little worried. Chuck had to use all
Great
of it.
break and run there, Chuck.
Yeah.
Break
and
and
that
run.
was a true break and run because he made a red ball on the break, and he ran out the yellows.
So break and run. That's going to put his high run at 8. High run continues.
That wasn't an easy break.
Yeah, no, that was a good shooting, good movement, good cue ball control. That was veteran moves right there.
Yep, tied up at 1, just like that, folks. Got ourselves a game.
So Anthony never got a chance to break, so let's go right over to Anthony. Go ahead and
all right,
to kick it off here, Anthony, number 3. Here we go. Yellows, both side pockets filled with yellows. All right, we'll have a couple issues no matter which color he goes with.
Yeah, I think
2 balls down.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough one. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's really I don't think there's a right or wrong path to go here. But I don't know. I think I like the Reds.
Yep, I like the Reds just because of this guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at too.
And this
I think that
This
combination
isn't a
is gonna-
terrible combo.
yeah.
So.
It's manageable for you.
Might go ahead and just shoot that duck while it's sitting there. Oh, extension.
All right. Extension.
Can y'all still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
yep.
Okay. It got
Start.
quiet. I'm like, uh-oh.
Oh,
My
I was-
internet
I was-
go to shit?
No, I was checking out the chat. All right, little bump on the red. So it's a tough spot here because it kind of forces him to go after this combination. It looks like.
Yeah, that's what I was planning anyway.
Oh, okay. Just got a little bit more distance than he probably wanted.
Yeah, I was hoping not to bump that red and come back
Yeah.
down a little further, but
All right.
Yeah.
Well, the toughest
Here's
shot on
what
the
it
table.
is.
He's got to go for it now. Nicely done. That looked pretty. That looked pretty. Save that one for later. Let me crack a window in here. It's so damn hot.
I'm going to take this guy. Yeah, I went a little
Nicely
further.
done. All right. He was obviously trying to get the red closest to the cue ball.
Yeah, I was wanting to go with this guy next.
Good thing about 8 balls, you can always reroute. Got a couple options.
Okay, there's a
Nicely done.
going to run into that 8, but hopefully I can get glanced over this direction.
Nicely done here. Nice shot here. Anthony looking pretty composed himself out there.
In the corner.
All right. Gonna have a bit of a tester, I guess, here for the last red. But natural position on the 8 ball are damn near close.
Yeah, as long as I can
Yeah.
come up around it and not hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the corner.
Shot it great. He's all right. He's all right. Little bit of a tester eight ball here, but I think I favor him to make it. Oh man, I'll tell you what, it was a tester. There's no doubt about it. Yep, that was the break and run.
Man, that's a break and run too.
That was a new high run of 7 balls. So can Chuck steal this damn thing? All the pressure put on Chuck to run out. He's on a high run of 8 balls with the ball down. His high run will continue. All right, cue ball getting away from him. All right, so similar to the first rack, it's going to be a dry one for Chuck. I already forgot what the chef's table looks like, but I know he's
got a shot in the side.
Okay.
Yep, side pocket.
There it is. Anthony, the way he wanted it done was a break and run, but he'll settle for 2 innings. It's a win nonetheless, and he's up 2-1. It's all about the final score.
Zoom that.
Thank you.
Those individual stats are definitely pride worthy. We want them. So all Chuck did was break dry in that time there. So he needed that break he had in the second rack. His high run does end at 8. Both guys, well, Chuck's got 8 and Chef's got a high run of 7. So take a look at, real quick, anybody looking to get involved in Heads Up Pool, what do? Send your information to headsuppool@gmail.com. Tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, where you're from, skill level, table size, and what do you need to play? A pool table, cell phone, internet connection, and the balls to show a live game. Please reach out and get involved. Whenever you're ready, Chuck, rack number 4. Chef leads 2-1. All right, Chuck continues with the breaking from the rail. He's got a red down in the side pocket. Good spread. Decent starting point. Chuck is off to the races. Chuck's already proved when he gets a ball down, he's a dangerous guy. Like many of us are. Breaks can hold you back. Chuck's getting ready for Christmas in July. Got the Christmas tree up. I never took my stuff down, Chuck. I'm way ahead of you. In the basement, I still got stuff up.
There's David.
All right, Chuck rattles one.
Oh,
yeah.
He got one down and looks good.
Yeah. Yep. He came out smelling like a rose like you, and you missed your one.
All right, rack number 4 for Anthony. He's in the lead. All right.
Something go down.
It's going to be
Come on.
a dry break for Anthony. It's his first dry break of the night for Anthony. Matter of fact. I don't know if anybody's noticed Chuck's slick Moscone jersey he's got on here. There's a windbreaker or a jersey. Either way, I want one. All right.
Play a bank.
Nice.
Good shot.
Nice shot. He had to get a little window in there, and I think he got it. I don't know where the other red goes, but it's outside of it.
All right. Lands a little goofy here. He's got the back cut. The cue ball is going to run away from him. He's going to need a little bit of a roll, maybe.
I'm trying to run in that yellow right there.
Okay. Yeah, he's going to skin this red, so looks like the yellow's in play for sure. Wow.
Good shot.
Well done, Chuck. All right. Chuck looking to tie this thing up. Look at Chuck. Team
There
USA.
Back. Yeah,
Team
another breaking run.
USA. Another breaking run for Chuck. As we said, Gizmo, with a ball down, Chuck is dangerous.
I don't think it was a break and run. I think Chuck broke. Wait, did he?
Yeah, Chuck did miss. He rattled one. Yeah, he rattled one.
Try and run.
Yeah. You threw me off there, Chef, you bastard.
Yeah. I did. I thought break and run at first, but no.
You know what's I actually forgot to mention too, Gizmo, on Saturday night, Howie had 4 break and runs and I had him down for 3. And I didn't realize it until I was editing it. And then
really?
The one that he had the big out in was his 4th break and run. And I didn't notice it until I was editing it because I heard Eric say that it was a break and run, but I hadn't recorded this one. So I cheated him one. So when you see him, you can tell him that.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll just let him know. And I did it intentionally.
Meant to do that,
If he's got a problem with it, he knows where to find me.
Sweet. Okay. So we're on rack 5. We're going back to Chef.
Yeah.
All right, Chef. See if you can answer that break and run. You were 1 ball short of it last rack ago.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 4 break and runs, and what was it? They did the race to 9, so he had more racks to do it in, but still, that's a lot of racks. All right, yellow side pocket. Cue ball in the kitchen, but he's got options.
Yeah, he could hit either red or yellow.
With the ball down, the Chef is looking pretty good.
He's got to do some cue ball finagling because balls by the 8 ball are going to be tough to get shape on and to find a pocket.
Yeah. I like the reds just a little better.
Yeah.
But my only shot I have on a red barely skims by that yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Truer words have never been spoken. Those dry breaks, they always show up on the live streams.
So both Chuck's wins have been. Oh no, he didn't have a break and run last one. He had a break and run the first win he had, and then this last one was 2 innings.
But
it's good.
But good. The ball, the racks that he got a ball down,
he won. Yeah, he got those. Yeah. So those dry breaks again. Like I said, that's going to be the killer. I think the deciding factor in this game.
Yep.
I think we're going to have to try and go red.
All right, Reds.
Said I don't like the first shot, but Ain't much I can do about it. That ball was a quarter ball further over. It'd be good for down there. But oh well.
Ain't that the way this game goes?
Yeah.
In that
Game
corner.
of small movements, right?
Yeah, sometimes it's better to even just open it up just so you can get balls in the clear to run at the next inning.
All right, sound like maybe a little bit of miscue, or you lost the cue or something.
I hit the table.
Oh, okay. Yeah, follow through with the stroke might have been interrupted there a bit. Now he's in a tough spot. Sometimes I catch a knuckle or something coming through the swing. That always sucks.
This is a radical angle to that side pocket. It's not like he has a lot of choices.
Yeah.
Yeah, leaves himself tough. This would be a great spot to be if you were going to play it safe.
Yes, it would. I'd just lay right up into that yellow and be great.
Yeah.
He pretty much played it safe on himself. This is a tough shot to make.
Yep. Now it's looking like damage control here.
I'm gonna try that side pocket.
All right. Yeah,
That's
it was
what I
gonna
was
be
worried
tough.
about.
Yeah, probably a ball space to get there.
Yeah, I think I would have taken it off the red. I think it would have ricocheted right in there.
Well, I think what's most important is that ball's free now. Like
Yeah.
that's
That is the most important part.
and you have
that
options.
right there.
It's a two-way.
And
It's a
then,
good
and
two-way.
then pray for a dry break on Chuck. Sorry,
Yeah.
Chuck.
All right, Chucky, whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
Rack number 5. These guys are tied up at 2. Red
ball on the side.
right side pocket.
Every time he's made a ball in the break, he's won that rack. So
That's right.
Good spread, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ball number 3 on the break there for Chuck. Both guys pretty equal on the break tonight.
He's gonna go Reds.
Chuck just seems to be a inning ahead when he's getting a ball down.
I'm going to go hit the restroom.
Yeah, go ahead, Anthony.
It's a good shot, even though he broke up a little bit. But he drew that cue ball back to get this. This is now his toughest red.
Yep. He's going to go for it now. Nice shot, Chuck.
Looks good.
Chuck was full scorpion tail to get that shot.
Yep. That's a good take.
That's what I call it, the scorpion tail. You're completely stretched to make that damn shot. You'll do anything except grab a bridge. Good shooting, Chuck. I'm going to save that one for later. That one's underrated of a tough shot. Oh, man. All right, Chuck figuring out the puzzle nicely. 3 reds left. Wow, he played that really good.
Yeah, he just gets to get in that window and make a angle shot and maybe do a last pocket, you know?
Yeah, I like where he's going with this. So it looks like he's lining up the red in the same pocket the 8 ball will go.
Yeah.
Yes, you're good, Chuck.
You're good. We saw him move the hair, but you put it back.
That's a USA jersey, not a Europe jersey. We questioned it if it was.
Yeah.
Oh, sly they try to get. No way.
Oh,
yeah. And I think, Chuck, how much did you have to work with there? Was there a ball space?
I mean, it was close. I thought I had it, but I guess I didn't.
Okay.
I would have had good shape for the other red, though, to get out.
All right. So Anthony taking a restroom break. And we'll take a moment to thank our sponsors.
And who's that?
That was us thanking them. Back to the
Oh.
action here. We're going to need to. Which is a reminder, if anybody wants to be a sponsor, we'd love to have you.
Yeah. Every time Anthony's on, we have an M&M character on the screen. So
We got to get a major malt liquor sponsorship.
some Old English. Old
Mhm.
English 800.
Man, those were the. Oh man, you used to be able to get 2 of them, I think, for $5 or 2 for $4 or something like that. Of course, you could never. I could never drink 240s.
I used to drink Mickey's. Hey,
That's like top shelf.
Mickey's Big Mouth.
yeah. I
If
used to
there's a
drink.
top shelf malt liquor, I think Mickey's is it.
Yeah. Schlitz gave you the shits.
Okay, my shot, I'm assuming.
Schlitz. I haven't had that in forever. Is that a Canadian beer?
I don't think so.
No.
Labatt's, I think, was, but
Yeah, for sure. I think I got that wrong too. I don't know. I don't even know how to spell it.
All right.
All right. So he's coming off a miss on a red. He made a red, first red, tough shot, but he missed
Oh,
the side.
it's American beer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Schlitz. Is it gonna go?
There you go.
Nicely done.
Left himself in a tough spot, but
Now that
listen.
one goes.
oh, it does? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, it's got a pretty nice layout here.
Good shot. Get up there.
He needs a roll. He got it.
Yeah, sucker didn't want to get there. It's like the cue ball was carrying some baggage or something. His toughest ball is the one on the left, obviously, because I don't think it goes in this corner. So,
No, it doesn't.
yeah, so he's got to shoot in the side or bank it or shoot in the corner far up table. Well, he got himself on that middle ball that might get him to the behind this last red
A
one.
little bit further.
Yeah, I wanted to maybe stun it over. Still playing to get it in the side pocket. Might have to settle for a bank now.
Is it straight in?
Yeah, I think he's.
Yeah.
I think he's on the. It's either straight in or on the wrong side.
Straight in goes right here.
Yeah.
So you're straight in. You're no angle whatsoever.
No,
Just the way we like it.
I can hopefully cheat it just a hair and maybe get down here for a bank.
Okay, Andrew says no coaching, so don't coach yourself.
Yeah, don't coach us.
Oh,
Anthony.
shit. Sorry, Andrew. Sorry, man. I didn't mean to tell me what to do.
Yeah, he definitely was talking to the players, talking to us.
Hey, we ain't doing any coaching. All we say is-
Yeah, coaching the announcers is illegal. And heads up, so you know.
Okay, inside.
All right.
Ah,
Man, you see what he was trying to do?
hit
Get the
bam,
bank.
it came right back around.
Makeable shot miss, and that's going to put a tough red
I
up
was
on
worried
the
about getting
headrail
over
there.
here, so I got the bank.
Chuck is
Ah.
grinning on the inside. He likes seeing that kind of a miss.
Well, this is a little bit of a tester.
Yep.
Well, it's not necessarily a gimme.
Well, he was exactly where he wanted to be
Yeah,
on his
no,
last shot because this is where he was going to put the 8-ball. You see this?
yeah. Oh, he just overrolled it just a hair,
Yeah.
and then left red.
He just took his eye off the side pocket shot, I think, and sometimes we get so focused on where the cue ball is going to end up, we just miss the object ball.
I played on a table that was so slow on Tuesday night that you could shoot a cut like he just did and stop the cue ball.
Unbelievable. Look at Chuck going with the 2 for 2 on the
Man.
banks tonight.
Nice shot, Chuck.
Give it a rest, Chuck.
Let's save some of them banks for later.
I'm running out of rooms to open up new tabs.
It's a human highlight reel.
He is. Chuck with another big bank, big moment in a rack there. Was not going to let Anthony get back to the table. He knows Anthony can pull some stuff out of a hat there. So
I think that's
Damn it, Chuck, I said take it easy on me, dude.
that was the first larceny, meaning the guy who broke didn't win.
Yeah.
That
So
was
Chuck takes the first lead of the night for himself.
yeah.
Chuck nailed the banks there. It's dialed in on them, hitting them good. Both guys hitting the ball really well tonight. I'll say that. I mean, we've got minimal mistakes. You got that was the missed shot there from the chef was the second makeable shot miss for him tonight. I got Chuck for one. It was in the same rack. So both guys, minimal errors. When they're given the opportunity, they're hitting them pretty good.
Yeah. How many fouls?
Fouls. We don't have any fouls.
Oh, that's good. I know. I was wondering if we had any ball in hands. Okay, so
We have not.
we're on rack number 6, and there hasn't been one ball in hand.
They've been in the kitchen quite a bit for not having fouled, but they have made the best of it. Rack number 6 for Chuck. Breaking from the rail. It's hitting them good. Is that red going to go?
Oh, that red was going for that side.
Let's
again.
dry break. Challenging layout for him. Dry number 3 for Chuck. Back over to Anthony. First time he has not been in the lead tonight.
He won the coin toss, so he broke first, and he won his rack, and then went to Chuck, broke. He won his rack, and then came back over to the chef. He won his rack, and then Chuck wins game 4th rack, and then now he stole it on the last one.
Stay out of that pocket.
Wow. As we were just talking about, no fouls yet. With 2 balls down, he gives Chuck a ball in hand, and Chuck needs it because his layout is worse. So this is going to help him out quite a bit.
There is no such thing as a commentator's curse. So
It's never happened.
Not at all. Thanks, guys.
It's never happened. That was a lie. They made it up.
Yeah.
They juked the stats, Cupcake.
There's a guy who scratches a lot while he's being a commentator on.
Chuck thinking it through with a ball in hand. He's got a problem either color he goes, so this can help him out.
Yeah, on the left side is some crazy looking whatever, and then on where the 8 ball is. So
does Chuck open him with a bank shot? That'd be incredible. A bank combination. He thought about it. He was thinking about making a short out of this.
Combination yellow red.
All right. Yep. Everything is neutral from the start. You can combination a yellow into a red into a yellow.
smart shot. Good shot, Chuck.
Yep. And then he makes sure he gets the yellow out of that corner too, just in case he needs it again.
Yep, he puts it out of the way up table. Yeah, David, no such thing as bad luck until it happens to you. Okay. He's going to have a tough shot here.
This red in the corner.
All right.
I like it. He's going to open up his trouble ball right here, and then because he would have a hard shot no matter what, but this is going to give him, it's like a 2-putt almost.
Ooh. I was going to say, Chuck was close to being 3 for 3 on the banks.
Yeah. Good job, Chuck. That was actually worth making it. That was like making the shot because look
Yeah,
at
he
your
lays it up
now,
nice.
You're out of you. Every ball's open now.
Yep, he laid
All
it
right,
up nice.
see that, Anthony.
Anthony from the kitchen, he does have the better layout of the two. So with ball in hand from the kitchen, he might still be able to battle his way back. Got an opportunity.
Dude, they're all in the open. The yellows. He's going for yellow. Look at that. That's his worst ball right there because of the red blocking that
Worst
corner.
ball. Use it to get to my second worst ball.
Okay, yeah, he's got everything open.
I don't even think that's a bad ball down table.
Well, I mean,
I
it's
do.
the second worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Needs a little angle. Get back up table.
I'm not mad at the shot. I mean, you could have played it, I guess, the second or the third shot if you wanted to, but
yeah,
I'm a fan of getting after it. Especially in the offensive format like virtual pool is, it's just like, oh, you might as well get aggressive and if nothing else, get that ball, your tough ball out in the open. So, well, but what do we know?
No, you're right. I agree. I just like to keep my shots nice and slow and methodical, so I don't send them all over the table.
Yeah, for sure.
When I start playing bad, I get all frustrated. I start hammering and missing. And,
All right. There were 3, and now there are 2.
You need to get pretty straight on this one so you can get shape on that last yellow. But
yeah, for sure, makes it a little trickier to close this out. But I still think he's going
to
to be okay. Maybe he just runs it or something. I don't know.
Down in the corner.
All right. Oh, man, tough.
He knew he was going to flirt with that side.
Yeah, I knew I was, but I was like, okay, I can miss it. I can miss it.
It's a good miss. Chuck has a beautiful open table. Every ball has a pocket. The only ones that looks tough is the 8 ball. So, but he's got a red right next to it. So if he gets on the right side of it, he should be able to pop it open. Interesting starting shot. I think I would have taken the tip ball on the left there up table.
Well, he came out looking all right there.
Yeah.
Got an unfortunate roll.
Come back and come too real for that ball.
You heard the man.
Yep, I heard him.
All right. Good pace here. Beautiful.
If he could get to the black ball.
Yeah, I think he can. And if that 8 ball doesn't go now, when he picks it up to move the magic rack, just slightly turn it over.
The South Carolina tee putt.
Move it just 1/8 of a ball over.
That's all you need. Call that respot gently used. Well done. Oh, Chuck got a little aggressive.
That was no give me right there.
No, it was not an easy shot, but I think he played it the way I would have played it too. He got good on that last red. I love that angle.
Yeah, I got right by the corner, by the point of me.
Yep. And they'll sneak up on you.
Yeah, he was going
that you can hit that much of the titty of the side pocket, but
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's why I think his first shot, I would have taken the one on the left up table and just hit it nice and slow and then shoot that one back the other way to get that one off the table.
Anthony, just got to keep it simple here.
But he doesn't even want to go up table.
Yep.
I thought he was going to go around 2 rails and bring it right back toward that yellow ball.
Yeah, I thought about it, but it was a shallow enough angle to just kill it and
Yeah.
be okay.
It works.
Yeah.
Corner.
But
You
that's
gotta be fucking shitting me.
Yeah, that's the flip side to not running the cue ball. You settle for a longer shot, and he ends up rattling that one. It's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
Well, Chuck's got to figure out how to get shape on this ball. This is no gimme right here.
Yeah.
Even if he gets the cue ball at table, he's got to give himself some kind of a shot, and it doesn't have a big window to get there.
Got the great wall of yellows.
Yeah. And then
Chuck,
Yeah,
letting Anthony off the hook.
yeah, he did.
Oh,
and that's usually what happens,
Off
right?
the hook.
Once you get out of line, it's hard to get right back in it.
Yeah, and these guys have not been out of line at all. So we're
At
kind of
all.
seeing
No, they've been great. They've 1 inning, 2 innings. That's it.
it.
They've
Yeah.
been playing great.
This one adds a little suspense to it, though.
Yeah.
Sucks if you're a shooter. It's great if you're a fan because it's hard to see who can come out of the rack with the victory. Anthony should be able to wrap it up here, though.
Okay, in the corner.
All right, no man's land.
Yeah, he left it tough, but
Chuck had one of these earlier.
yeah. The only problem with this, if he misses it and the cue ball has to slice it, then his cue ball's going up table. So he's got to be. He has a.
He's got a blocker red.
He's got a lot of blockers. He's got a lot of blockers.
In case I don't know how much he's got to thin it, but it seems like quite a bit. Yep, corner pocket, bottom right hand corner. How'd he hit it?
Get in.
Get in there. Unbelievable.
Holy.
Yeah.
Unreal.
That's what I would say.
Take me out of my misery, Chuck. Come on.
Chuck's not in a great spot either. He's got a tough shot right here. He's got a really tough shot. Just the ball is going to be tough, and then to get shape on the bread down here, I don't even know if it's possible.
Can I look at the table, please?
Sure. Oh, he's in a bad spot, Chuck. He definitely is a bad spot. He's got the 8 ball, and it's behind those wall of reds.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's tough to even make a good contact. You got a window in there, I guess. He can probably kick at it, but
yeah, but he ain't going in a pocket.
No,
You got to kick at it and hope he even has a shot on his next
not
one.
to mention, you're right. That's the real issue. That's the shot after this. All right, 2-putt.
And it's a smart shot, and even this 2-putt's not easy to do because all those yellows right there it could totally screw you.
All right, the 2-putt is called.
Yeah, see, it wasn't going to be an easy 2-putt, but he made it. It's a successful one.
Yep.
I don't know how it's going to help him get to this red down here, but you're going to be able to see it in the corner. Now you got to just poke and hope you get a shot afterwards.
You ain't even fucking kidding.
Because this could be you could be putting that black ball around the table for 2, 3, 4 innings.
Yeah, so the idea here for Anthony is to come out smelling like a rose and hope Chuck botches it.
Yeah, because Chuck's shot is not going to be easy to get to. Making the ball is no problem, but getting shape on the bottom red, he's going to have to do some finagling with
both guys a little rattled in this rack.
Yeah.
First time we've seen
Isn't that funny? Usually only one of them gets rattled and the other guy wins it, but then to have both guys trading blows like this, okay,
right.
I see it.
Bottom left-hand corner. This will be something.
Watch this miraculous fucking shit.
Yeah. We're watching.
Looking forward to making a short out of it.
Yeah, I love it. 10-1 odds he's going to scratch. Okay, let her rip. Let's see it. Poke and hope.
Oh, and I
Wow.
missed
You
it
know what's
completely.
crazy is I would have favored him 90% chance of hitting the 8-ball for sure. You know, it's
Yeah.
like
That's a ball in hand, Chuck.
unbelievable.
What I say, 10-1 odds.
So
I
Chuck,
should scratch, but ball in hand is what I should
with
have
the
said.
ball in hand, he'll have to finish it off because Anthony is staring at the 8-ball.
Yep. He's gonna have an easy shot when he comes back. At least
It's
he
a pressure ball in hand.
Yeah, it is. These are fun though. When you can pull these off, they're fun.
Yep.
That would be foul number 2 for Anthony.
Yeah, y'all had to bring up, oh, there's no fouls.
We've never seen these guys foul.
You know what's funny is all you had to do was hit the ball and you would have been fine. Or, I mean, hopefully you got a shot, but you had to hit it because he was going to have a heck of a time trying to get on this last red. The only way he gets on this last red is if he gets the ball in hand.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Thank you, Captain Gizmo Obvious.
Obvious.
Oh, Chuck.
What was that, Chuck?
Oh,
Yeah, I was. Oh my God,
Wow, I did not see that coming.
that was
That
the
is-
one. That was
you
the
got-
money pocket too.
You
That's
got
where
to
all the
put
money is.
2 makeable misses for that one.
Yeah, it's a makeable miss there for Chuck. He
Jacked
left.
up happy left me with on that stuff.
Yeah, this is going to be a Christmas in May here for Anthony. He's going to be able to
Wow.
steal.
if I can make it.
All right.
What do you mean if you can make it? You're staring at a freaking open pocket and the ball's only 8 inches away.
There it is. I was going to say we're switching this to a race to 5 if Anthony misses that shot.
Yeah, no shit. Race to fucking 4.
If it's a couple more times, we'll go to a coin flip to win.
Yeah, for sure. So guys are tied up once again. Both.
Yep.
It was a clunky rack there. I was surprised. I don't know if anybody's pick to come out of that rack was Chef Anthony, but he just won a couple dollars if so.
Yeah, the little prop bets, DraftKings.
Yeah, I know that was like I said before this rack, these guys were hitting them so good. I don't know how many innings that one was, but changed the tempo of the game a little bit. I'm sure the fans appreciate it.
Yeah, I think it was double-digit innings on that one.
Yep.
They went from shooting great to 4 makeable misses and hooking each other, and yeah. But then Chuck gets a ball in hand. You think he's going to close it out, and somehow he finds a way to miss a 2-foot putt.
Yeah.
But I've been there, so I can't say.
There's nothing like in this format missing the ball and then hooking yourself at the same time.
Yep.
And just knowing that the next shot you're not making that one either.
Especially when it was so easy to begin with.
Correct. Yeah.
I mean, missing a hard shot, that's going to happen, obviously. It's going to happen more than, all the time. But missing a straight in, 3-foot shot or 2-foot shot, it's like how? How is that possible? It's like you almost want to turn in your card.
Right.
Like, I'm done taking up darts.
We're already living in the threshold of hell.
So
All right.
fuck it, I'm selling the table.
Yep.
Yeah.
Side pocket.
Always back here in the
goes
kitchen.
a yellow.
Always.
Tough layout. I mean, tough starting point, I should say.
He made a yellow, right?
Yep, he's got a yellow down. Ball number 5.
We got a good match, though. Now it's going to be a race to 4. Who wins the next 4? I got a feeling we're going to see a hill thriller.
Another match that's just very, very equal here.
First shot's going to be a tester right here, but I think you just make sure you put your cue ball in a spot where next inning you can run it if you get a shot, obviously. But
Similar to what he did the first rack, right?
exactly, he didn't make his first shot, but he got and put himself in a really good spot to run it after that.
Yeah.
That's really important. When I help try to give advice to people who never played, I tell them just always make sure when you're done with your first inning that you walk away from the table after breaking a ball out. Meaning, don't go for a 30% shot. Instead, leave that 30% shot up on table and break out the ball that's tied up. Or
Sheesh. There's a red in the corner.
Seems like it's about 30 feet away, but
Oh, overcut that one. That was
see,
not once again not an easy starting point, but a tougher leave.
Yeah, that's my point. You see what I was saying? If you would have hit the yellow to the red that was behind it, he could have pushed it toward the pocket, and he'd be looking pretty on his next inning.
Sitting pretty, as they say. All right,
Yeah.
Chuck. Rack number 7.
Chuck got a red down. You know what that means? And a yellow. Oh, almost a yellow.
Wow, tough starting point. He's really close to a red here. He'll have to be super jacked up to make sure he's not fouling if he's going after that one. Actually, he might be able to skin that one in.
I had a shot like that where I left myself right on the ball, but it was perfectly into the side pocket, and it was in a funny spot by the corner. It was lined up perfect, and I just aimed straight down into the table and slammed it, and it went right in the side pocket.
I think it was just a 1 down. Was it? You have 1 down or 2, Chuck? Sorry.
Yeah, one.
Yeah, 1. Okay. My bad, buddy.
I got more hit at an angle, so
okay, perfect. Yeah, you got a little bit of room to work with. That was bad judgment on my part. Nicely done. Chuck
Puts himself in a spot though. He should have went further up table.
Yeah.
I think he was trying to. I don't think he wanted to leave himself there.
And people are wondering if that's money at the end of the table. Yes, it is. It's $6,000.
That's $6,000.
Oh, yeah.
In what?
He said it's giving it to me, win or lose.
Win or lose. This is the kind of guy Chuck is.
Yeah. He's a giver.
In what, $2,000 bills? What the hell? There's only like 3 of them there.
Well, that's just to show that he's got it.
That's right.
Yeah, what? 3 $2,000 bills? Who's on those bills? Like Pee Wee Herman or something?
Me.
Good me. I got a killer printer.
I'm make a combination red on the red.
All right.
Red to red.
Doesn't have much options, but it's not bad. Granted, they're already in the open, so it's kind of like a 2-putt. You want to just put yourself so you can make the next shot.
I was thinking about doing it. I was like, nah, ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Yeah, I would have.
All right, back to Anthony.
I'm sure our editing department could make it look like he called that shot and put a short out or a little mini shot on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fix it in post.
That's right.
This one in the side.
All right.
I'd go yellow, but this guy doesn't really go anywhere except for up there.
So then it goes somewhere.
Well, yeah. It goes somewhere. They all go somewhere.
Yeah.
You just got to make them.
Yeah. Toughest spot to be on the table.
So, all right. In the side.
Went from one end to the other. Nice shot. I was almost thinking the billiard before. When he got down on the shot, I was thinking a billiard might have been a good one too. But he makes I thought that was the tougher shot, to be honest.
So can you define for our fans what a billiard is?
Yeah, so the billiard commonly gets confused, and I used to do this all the time with the carom. So the billiard is just you're playing the cue ball off of a ball into the object ball that you're intending to make. And then the carom would just be you're shooting your object ball into another ball, pocketing the object ball. But some people just get it, and they just get called caroms all the time. But it's technically, I think it's just called the billiard.
Yeah. If I had an animation that says this has been your class on Heads Up Pool 101, I would post it up there. But we don't have that graphic yet.
We can make it happen. There's a lot of terminology that.
Yeah.
A lot of it's just been lost too over time. Like people don't use it anymore. And shots are called, 6 different things.
Yeah. Like they can't use the R word in pool anymore.
Right. Really, really good shot.
That's the one.
Say good out. But yeah, the billiard.
Yeah, there's a lot.
The billiard doesn't get played that often. Carom gets played so much. The billiard kind of underrated. It never really gets seen, I don't think.
Yeah.
It seemed like an underrated tool.
Look at this guy. I see it. He's out. If he can get to that 8, that's going to be his toughest shot to get to the 8.
And he's been faced with this shot a few times tonight. It's given him some problems.
Yeah, I know what I would do here, but
Side pocket, he's good, but I'm saying the one down table, he's had that shot a few times.
Yeah.
Just looking at how he's going to get to the 8 ball.
What would Chuck do? We have that graphic.
Yeah.
He's playing Chuck.
That'd be interesting. What would Chuck do while Chuck's doing it?
Or when he's watching somebody do it on him.
A brain teaser.
Yeah. He's got to leave himself this way of it. Okay. I think I would have bounced off the rail and give myself an angle so I could hit bottom on it and come back toward the yellow on the right and shoot it back in the same pocket. I didn't want to say beforehand, but I think I would do. But he's good here because he can. Oh, he's just going to slow roll into the side pocket. Look at that.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, boring but smart.
Boring, yeah. That's how good pool is supposed to be.
Yeah, I know.
Nicely done.
Nice finish.
That's a high run too. That was after the first miss. So what did he end up with? Because the yellow sank on the break, I think. So he's at 8 right now. He has a new high run of 8. And he's back in the lead. Guys trading leads here. Did the fans get their
3 lead changes? Or, well, if you want to count.
No money's worth out of this.
It's actually 2 lead changes. He started off with the lead, and then Chuck took it, and then Chef took it away. So it's going to be Chuck's break. Yes, Dennis. Yeah, I like boring pool too. Just run them out, right?
Dennis, don't be so hard on yourself. Your game bores the hell out of me when I watch it.
No, he actually gets out of line a lot, so he has to come up with some great shots. But that's what's fun to watch him. You know what I mean?
Somehow this is a compliment now.
It is, though. What I'm saying, I like watching him shoot because he's got a creative mind, and it's good to watch some of the shots he does. I actually learned from him shooting.
Bro, don't be so hard on yourself. You're a 10.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You get out of line a lot, but don't be so.
Oh, shit.
All right, Chucky. I think it's his break, right? Rack number 8.
Rack number 8. All right, hits it with a good pace.
Side again.
Side pocket, bottom left-hand corner, 2 down. Brings Chuck's ball count to 6.
I think he got 3 down.
Did he? Count them for me, please.
He's got 5 red on the table and 6 yellows. I think.
All right.
Let me see. Let me kind of get 1, 2, 3, 4. No, he's got 7 yellows. Never mind. It's 2 reds.
All right.
2 reds down.
Both guys shooting with the carbon fiber tonight. I was talking to Chuck before we went live. We were trying to figure out how many lefties are in this community.
You know, I found out that my BK Rush carbon fiber brake cue it conducts electricity.
Oh, you don't need that, dude. Send that to me. I don't want you getting.
They don't want you hurting yourself, man.
I got sparked. I couldn't believe it. I was playing at my shop, and you get static electricity off that plastic floor we laid down on the floor there. And I go to put the stick against the door jamb of the room that's right there, the guest room, and it fired off a spark. It scared the crap out of me.
No shit.
Yeah, off the tip, off the end of the cue.
Wow.
Yeah, it wasn't like it was, you know what I mean? It was crazy. Look, it looked like a spark plug. It's a bzzz.
I'll take the chance of getting electrocuted. Send it to me.
Would you do that for me? See,
Yeah.
you're willing to, like, you be the soup
Taking a bullet, man.
You are. What a guy.
Oh, yeah. Chuck down to his last 3 reds.
Didn't you just get a break cue?
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
You can never have too many cues, though. That's a real thing.
No.
This way in the
You
corner.
Ask Gizmo. He's got a wall full of them.
Right?
Well, it's not by choice. Okay, they landed in my lap.
Yeah, not by choice.
I'm telling
I
you,
only took them because
they needed a home. What do you want me to say? You know, I don't want nothing bad to happen to them.
well, then send them my way. I'll give them a new home.
Wow, I thought Chuck was going to skin a yellow there. That was a thin, narrow
Wow.
path to get through. He makes a good hit, leaves
Yeah.
himself good.
It's
He
left
did
with a
call
combo.
the corner, so
It was
a
a
tough,
combo or a tough if you can't get past the first one.
yeah, he didn't have a lot of room to work with. All right, Anthony, rack number 8 here. He's picking up from a high run of 8 balls, so it continues with the ball down. And the
Unless
ball
it's
that's
cue
going
ball.
down is the wrong one. Ball in
got-
hand for Chuck.
It wasn't even going to scratch, but that freaking ball came up and just said, "Nope, I'm sending you into the pocket."
Chuck
Get on over there. You're good. Fuck
with the ball in
shit.
hand here. That's going to make some quick work here for Chuck, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's no such thing as bad luck, right?
That's
Right,
right.
Chef?
That was all skill doing that. That's why they call me the chef.
All right, good luck, Chuck. Nicholas Williams joining us in the chat. We were just talking about him earlier. Said he picked
What's
up a
up,
set
Nick?
of the Aramith casinos, the red and the yellows.
All right.
So for all our fans out there who want a set of those, I think they're running about $150. But they do have a Chinese knockoff set on Amazon that Gizmo says they hit great.
Yeah, they do. They hit
Got blues and yellows and reds and yellows. You can get them for like $40. So if you're balling on a budget, like some of us are,
Yep.
and you need a good set of stream balls because they look great on stream, as you can see, head on over to Amazon. Not affiliated.
That is a 50-yard line shot right there.
Yeah, Chuck made one of these tonight. This one's a little tougher. It's a little closer than he was earlier, but he made this exact shot.
No, this one's a little tougher.
That's what I said.
Yeah, you said the exact shot.
So the exact shot, but a little tougher.
It's not exact.
Nitpicking now, nitpicking, man.
You can't have it both ways. It's either exact or it's tougher. One or the other.
Look at Chuck.
Look at that shot.
Yeah, look at that.
Nice shot.
Cue ball.
Oh,
Does this guy have a shot here? Chuck, let the fans know. Can you see it?
I'm looking.
All right. Taking a look at it. That was a good shot. I'm going to save it.
I'm on 2-putt.
All right.
Smart shot. That's what I was thinking. I was trying to telepathically tell you.
Yeah.
yeah.
I was thinking so hard. 2-putt, 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 2-putt.
I'm gonna call it just in case.
All right.
I'm gonna off his ball.
Just give it off that yellow. Perfect. That's exactly what you should do. Just follow it up. He'll be perfect. Even if he goes on the wrong side of it.
Look at this. Look at that
Oh.
shot there.
Oh, and it rolls a little far, but that's fine. I think
He's
he's
good.
good.
He's good. All right. Great
Good, yeah.
2-putt.
Good job. Oops.
That's how you do a 2-putt, folks, in case you were wondering.
Yep.
It goes a little something like that. All right. Anthony with 1 steal tonight.
Yeah, but he's in the kitchen. He's got 1 red down on the break.
There's a shot. Let's see if.
He's got a tough run out here because this. I mean, every ball has a pocket, but it's not necessarily the easiest of layouts. I think Chuck's out. I don't think he can miss that 8-ball.
Okay. There's a red in the corner.
All right.
This one on the side.
That's a good shot, buddy. Good shot. He's got a good angle on it, too. Well, it looks like he's got an angle on it from the angle.
I do. I got a little bit of an angle. I can kind of run into the yellow and go for these down here. Or do I try running it up a little bit and get at these guys?
You can slice that 80 if you want.
What's that, Chuck?
So you can slice that 80 if you want.
Yeah, go ahead and hit the 8 in early.
Yeah. There's always that.
What? Let's go that way, Chuck. All right. It'd be the only bank I'd ever make just going thunk.
They don't actually call you on for coaching, do they, much?
Yeah. No, Captain, you're on my team. You got to be shitting me if I did that.
I can't believe you did that.
You'd be mad.
The 2 balls
I
up,
did that.
2 you had to set up for. Those are the toughest ones you have. I don't know why you didn't follow it and do your shit second choice.
I had another thought in mind, and it didn't work. Didn't work.
For a guy
I'm
who draws,
basically handing this thing right the hell back.
What's that,
You made
Chucky?
a cue ball in the side pocket.
Oh, Chuck's giving more
That's what we're
terrible
talking about. You
advice.
made a cue ball in the side pocket.
Starting to wonder why
Yeah,
they asked what would Chuck
whatever,
do. He's giving all
whatever
this
you
bad
said for him
advice.
to do, whatever you told him to do in last shot, Chuck, worked because he just hooked himself.
Yeah, your terrible advice is working out great, Chuck.
Yeah, get in his head a little bit.
That's right. friendly game of virtual. Guys got keeping it tight tonight, 4-3.
Well, shit, I'm gonna.
Well,
What's his table look
He's
like?
got a better shot on the 8.
he's on the 8-ball. He's got.
That's right. I know. That's right. But he's got a nice, easy cut there. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go for the gusto.
Yep. He's waiting for you to mess this up.
Yeah, well, I don't think you have much of a choice. You got to go for the gusto.
Yep.
If in the gusto means the combo.
Y'all go and get that button ready for 4-4.
Okay. All right, I might come back to haunt you, Chucky, but I'll get it ready. All right, it says 4-4. I won't put it up on the screen yet. I'll wait till actually it's official.
Yeah. Look
Look,
at that.
Guy,
Look at that.
guy.
Oh, unbelievable. He blocks the freaking pocket.
Of course he did.
Good shot. Good love, man.
Yeah.
Of course he blocked the pocket. And then the yellow blocked his red, didn't it?
Yep.
Unbelievable.
So he's got to go off the rail to even make it. Might get a breakout, but that would be an incredible freaking shot.
This would be out of the year if he figures a way out of this.
Yeah, it's possible. He's doing the mirror trick. He's going to see where he's got to hit the rail.
Ah, the old mirror trick.
All right. In the corner.
Good luck, man.
Look at this guy go!
Oh,
Come on!
No, let him have that, Chuck.
Wow, I'm
Let's see if he can.
telling you.
I want to
Well-
see if he can do it. Leave the balls there. Leave them like they are. Go ahead, Chuck. Make your 8-ball because it's not a gimme. You got to cut that sucker in. And we've seen you miss a straight in 1-foot shot. So let's see. If you do it. Oh, okay. Now I'm gonna go back to Shep. I want to see what he would if it. Let's say that fell.
Chuck ties it
What
up.
would you do here? I'm one of your fans. That's why I want to see how you get out. See, this is where Dennis
So
comes
do
up.
I.
This is where Dennis comes up with the most craziest outs.
This is where Ron gets out on you.
Exactly. And he did. He did, dude. Oh my God. Dude, I visualize it all the time just to bring it up. It makes my freaking head
A
twitch.
Vietnam flashback.
Exactly. Freaking PTSD on that shit.
Get
He had
down.
4 balls.
Dropped.
He had 4 balls he couldn't make, and he freaking made them.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
And one sat up for like 5 seconds, and then it fell. Remember that?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. He's gonna bank this.
Ah,
Yeah, I was
It
surprised.
was,
He
a
went
good effort. It was a good effort to get where you did.
Yeah, no, it was. That was a great kick, and I think if he would have been in, I would love to see him finish that off. But anyway, good shooting, good try.
thank you. Not good enough, though.
I don't know, Nick. I think I miss easier shots better than you. I'm just saying. Just saying, Nick. I've been on there. I think I played you, and I missed some of the easiest shots. All right, let's go back. Let's see. 4-4. So it's going to be your break, Anthony.
Alrighty.
Wearing his Metallica shirt.
Yep. Metallica went and saw him at the Cowboys Stadium.
Oh, is that how you pronounce that name? Metallic? Oh, I thought it was Metallica.
You know what's funny is my wife worked for a dental office, and one of the patients there, the parents were hardcore Metallica fans.
Nice.
So she couldn't remember what the first kid's name was, but the second kid's name was Alika. And the first one had something to do with metal something or other.
Yeah. Like his name was Ozzy.
Kids like you ruined my life. Thanks.
I know. Turns out he likes Paul Anka.
Right.
Nice break. That's how you keep it out of going.
Yeah, that's his best break of the night right there.
By far. Look at this lead. Look at this spread.
Ball number 6. I think it was just the one.
Yeah, he normally starting off in the kitchen way back there. But look at this. He can actually make a ball after the break now.
Yeah, no shit, man.
He's
Look
choices.
at me go now, damn.
He hit that break perfect. It literally stopped in the middle of the table and got bumped a little further over, but it parked perfectly.
Yeah, you remember, just imagine getting named after Metallica and you don't even like the band.
Exactly.
And you just resent your father forever over it.
Yeah.
It's like, well, one more thing, Dad. I'm a vegan.
You're
No.
Oh shit! What happened? Lost somebody.
Oh, this damn show.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah.
in the corner.
It's like, why do you ask about your name, Abba?
Well, at least his name isn't Dweezil Zappa
Yeah.
or Moon Unit Zappa. That dude named his kids fucking weird.
Yeah. Well, he was a character.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. All right, 3 yellows left here for Anthony, working on his best layout of the night.
Yeah, he just has to draw this back to where the red is by the side, and I think he's out.
Yeah. Where he lands here is most important. Nicely done.
How do you do that?
Lands perfect. Yep. It's mostly getting on the right side of the yellow.
Yeah, in this case, I don't think it would have mattered if he was on left or right because he could just push the 8-ball closer to the corner if he was on the wrong side and still have the shot on the yellow. But yeah, he's perfect though. This is ideal.
Now it's just figuring out the 8-ball.
Yeah.
And he plays this right. He's trying to get a little bit of an angle. I think he was going to try to play the 8-ball in the pocket. He just pocketed the yellow.
I'm surprised because remember he went to a nice little slow shot and shot the ball on the side. Remember that? When I thought he was going to try to go around. I thought he'd go table on this one.
No way.
Just make it and just leave the cue there.
My own worst enemy.
Yeah, I think that was the break and run he was looking for again.
Yeah, it
look
was.
where he leaves it.
I got too excited and jacked.
Unfortunate. So this is going to, in a way, this will feel like a steal if Anthony doesn't get out of this rack.
Yeah, it will be a steal. He had this game. It was done. He ran it out. He had a break it.
I did so well up until then.
Chuck owes Anthony a steal. Anthony did steal one from him earlier in the night.
So. Yeah, premature evacuation or whatever they call
it. Premature evacuation. Yeah,
he's got a
close.
Good drink in that red
side pocket.
That was close.
Almost. All right.
And sometimes that's all that matters. You just got to be close.
That's right. All right. So ball down there for Chuck. That's number 7 for him.
Yeah. I think I know what color he's going with.
Chuck sporting his fitted Team USA jersey.
Mr. Johnson has something to say to you, Anthony.
Overcook the pasta. All righty.
That was crazy. I can't believe what he just did.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah, I'm just shaking my head like, what the heck just happened?
Chuck is going to have to make him pay.
And it looks like he's going to. Look at this. He's freaking running this out like he knows what he's doing.
Chuck's dialed in tonight.
Yep. This is the old Chuck we all know and love. Good to see you, Russell.
Hopefully one day Russell can get a table and he can jump on Heads Up as well.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Tragic rally.
The tragedy.
Yeah, I shot with Russell in Discord. That dude's a good shot. He whooped me.
Nice.
He does have a table?
He played at the pool hall.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, we might be able to arrange something.
Yeah.
If you're ever interested. I mean, I know you watch enough to know how to get involved.
Yeah, it's his music. We can mute the mic so we could just see you shoot. It'd be fun to watch him shoot. He's one of our regulars that's here every time. He's a professional lurker.
Yeah, he's a damn good shot.
Yeah. Sweet. Get involved.
Yeah, I have access to Simonis cloth for a really good price if anybody's ever interested in getting it. I'm pretty much the dealer around here, around these parts.
Yeah. You had an even better deal on the Bexilli. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah. You got a smoking good deal on that one.
Yeah.
Is that cloth on there now, or you haven't put it on yet?
No, I've got to order feather strips and pocket facings.
Oh, okay. Couldn't
Because
tell.
you see how good I shoot. I'm going to go ahead and narrow these things to 4 1/4.
There you go.
Yeah, that'll help build your game better. It will, but
Yeah.
but you're gonna get more frustrated when you play in this heads up thing. Chuck's measuring for something.
Chuck is doing the measurements.
Nice
Nice
shot.
shot.
Chuck,
Oh,
where's it? No,
oh,
cue ball.
oh.
You bastard.
Pool gods are not
Oh.
happy with you. You must have done something.
The Carolina
Yep.
Reaper.
Yep. It's all that money showing on the table, Chuck. You made him mad.
Yeah, the $65,000.
So this goes
That's
from
right.
a pretty,
All in $1 bills right there. Look at it.
pretty easy 8-ball. Chuck's going to have to kick at it.
Yeah, I see
Not
I
easy
see.
to make contact.
I see a 3-railer. Oh, it's money. Oh, he hit it good. Oh, he's gonna miss it.
Oh,
Chuck
But he
with his
tried to get
first
it good, man. It
foul
looked
of the night. And it's going to be a pressure ball in hand because
look
Chuck
at that lead. See, that's how you miss, Anthony. Not like you just did.
it was almost
Yeah,
as
I
almost
know.
as good as a forced foul.
Yeah.
He just did a lot of extra rails to do it.
Yeah, but Anthony gets lucky because he didn't have a shot. So,
Yeah.
so he was going to have to bank that yellow ball. Now he gets the ball in hand and get shape on the 8, and this is going to be
Yeah, this goes from a steal to a re-steal.
yeah, dude, you saw Chuck was at a run out there. I thought he was going to get out. That stupid ball hooked him at the end there.
So
And then he does a beautiful attempt at a 3-railer and just barely misses that.
man, I
Anthony's
wish
telling
that ball
himself,
wasn't right there.
yeah. Anthony's telling himself, whatever you do, don't screw this up.
You ain't even joking, man.
So he's just got to land really good. He's got a limited area where he can put that cue ball. So you can
He's
overrun it. You can under roll it, you know.
You hear what he said? He goes, I wish that ball wasn't there. He's got a ball in
Right
it.
Yeah,
You got a ball in the hand. Seriously?
I
That's
know I do. I still want it to be easier.
Nice.
Come on.
so
My
he's looking to
goodness.
play it maybe in the bottom right-hand corner. I was looking at maybe the bottom left-hand.
Either one's open. Just hit the ball in the pocket and roll it up.
It's a preference. It's a preference. I just thought the window was a little bit bigger.
I'm just saying the odds of him getting behind that one ball is not really likely. Just there's only a little tiny real estate behind it.
But
3
do I
inches.
want to go here and do this number, or here and do this number, or do I want to go here and do this number?
Exactly. You got choices. You got lots of choices, Anthony. Oh, don't overthink it.
This was
And
ultimate.
you can obviously you can set it up to jump it if you wanted to, but you're not going to do that. So just
Yeah.
This was
No,
ultimate.
we're going for
I'm straight on the
easy.
8-ball.
If this was ultimate pool, you'd have 3-time fouls already.
Yes.
you know
Yes.
what, could get called on.
I'm the first time foul in heads up history.
Hey, Anthony. I'm straight
Yes, sir.
on the 8-ball, man.
What was that?
I'm straight on the 8-ball.
He said he's straight on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's trying to put pressure in your head. That's what he's doing.
I know what he's doing. I know, Chuck. He called me the other day and bragged about how he said he's gonna whoop my ass.
Getting there tied 4-4 right now.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, we're going here.
Who's gonna be proud for?
That might be one of the funniest fucking sequences I've ever seen. It's, oh shit!
Oh my god, it was awesome. All right.
Good job, Chuck. You got it, man.
Go ahead, Chuck. Shoot it. Oh my god, that was hilarious.
I gotta put a timer on that later.
He takes all that time to call it hand shot. That's what we end up with.
Oh shit! Oh,
Oh,
shit.
my
goodness.
God.
Chuck takes
That
the
was
lead.
good. So
Oh,
you're going
man.
to start a comedy reel now?
Oh,
That's right.
man.
Watch the chimp dance. Watch the chimp dance.
Oh my God, that
man.
was so funny.
Oh, that
That's
was good.
sometimes the comedy of errors in this damn game.
Oh, that was funny.
So focused on what side of the 8-ball he ends up being. What I like about the sequence is
Left.
not only did he miss, but the cue ball was just it wasn't every
Nowhere
ball.
near either side either. It was like right in the middle.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I definitely that shit is just
Oh,
fucking funny.
oh, shit.
Oh,
Looks
Okay.
like he's a mom.
That was
Chuck.
good. Oh,
God,
Sometimes you're the monkey, sometimes you're the football.
that's right. All right, Chuck.
yeah. I think I was both on that one.
So that was a big rack. Chuck one away from being on the hill here, 5-4.
Oh, oh man, that was good.
Man, you guys got a treat tonight. It's a good match.
It is. That was hilarious.
Gonna
Oh my
be a
God.
drive.
Everyone's got to go back and look at rack number 9 if you get a chance.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at this tonight and laugh all over again. This shit is funny.
I laughed so hard. I mean, my stomach started hurting. That was
Yeah,
a-
I literally had tears coming out of my eyes.
Dry break. You're muted. Oh no,
Dry
you're not.
For Chuck, that's going to be dry break number 4 for him tonight.
Oh shit.
Anthony, not out of this yet. He's got
No.
to shake that one off though.
Regroup, Anthony.
Back to the X's and O's here.
Or ones and zeros, or hexadecimal, or ASCII, or whatever you want to call it.
All right, squats the cue ball, but it looks like it'll be a dry break for him. You can go ahead and lift that red up. Off the
All right, it was dry break both times.
Yep.
Both
Only
times.
Anthony's second dry break. Chuck's on his number 4.
Yep, Ken, that was definitely our highlight of the night. We should have saved that one. You should go
Oh
back.
my
Oh,
God.
that's a short. I already know Darren's doing that. Shit.
Well, what I'm more concerned about, honestly, is the time that we went that
Yeah.
lapsed, because that was the funniest part.
The clock, because he had to set up perfect, and he had to really think this through, because he had to go. You could go this way. You could go this way. You could do this. You could do that. He's showing everybody what he could do.
And then fucked it up.
Oh my God! Ooh. Well, good miss.
Did he miss that one?
Yeah, he missed it. It was a makeable miss. He should have made it. That was an easy shot, but he rattled.
Oh my God.
All right, makeable shot.
Oh, that was fun.
That was
Chucky.
makeable.
I'm trying to break up some balls.
That's all right.
Yeah, no, it was a good shot, because you did. You broke up the balls.
All in good fun.
Oh man. I told you I was here to have a good time. That was it.
Well, I thought it was going to be a
Inside.
good match.
It's like your stand-up comedian bit.
Yeah. Yeah, you take that bit on the road.
Whew.
With your waitresses.
Oh, damn.
That in
was fun.
itself would be a great skit for a pool, like a continuous skit. The
Mm.
guy who overthinks the shot and spends 2 minutes on it and then completely botches it.
Uh-huh.
That's an SNL skit, man. Mad TV.
A ball in hand and all that for. Oh my God, that was funny. He's all telling everybody what he could do. He could do this, he could do that, he could come up this way, or he could come up this way. He could put more of an angle and come up this way. It was like he had a plan. And the man was all botching the shot.
Yeah, none of which worked out.
Man. All right. So another good layout here, though, for the chef.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see if he follows through and finishes. This is a good run out right here. He has a chance. Oh,
Unless I run it way the fuck down there like
I don't know
that.
where that came from, but okay. I see it. Ken would like to thank you for the entertainment for tonight's comedy bit.
Thank you.
You bet. That's what I'm here for.
All right. Good hit.
Oh, and hide that
Oh, he's
motherfucker.
all right. I think that
I
goes.
don't think he hit it. I think it still squeezes by, but he's not going to like where the other red is, though.
Yep.
I don't know if he's going to have much of a choice but to just take his medicine here.
Hopefully I can run into that yellow.
Looking for a deflection.
Or not.
He's still got to look at it. I think he will be
Yeah.
able to thin that red. He'll let us know if the window's there.
Down there in the corner.
He's got it. And I think he's going to land good here if he makes
Yep.
good contact with this red.
Yep. I see a 2-rail shape shot right here.
Beautiful. Well done, Chef.
Unless
Chef
I
down
get
the-
behind that
Oh,
yellow.
no way. It lagged on my end. It looked like it was going to slow down.
He hit that hard.
It lagged on my end. I thought it was going to stop center table.
Son of a
Dennis
the
had already,
comedy just keeps coming.
yeah, Dennis had preemptively put redemption with an 8-ball run, and then that happened.
Yeah, this is a dry and run if he makes the 8-ball.
Fuck it.
Oh,
I'm gonna
man.
keep it going.
My cardio was put to the test tonight.
May go off the table here, but we'll see. Or not even hit it at all.
All right, ball in hand for Chuck and another pressure ball in hand because Anthony's got a straight shot to the bottom right-hand corner to tie this thing up. So
Oh, shit.
Chuck's got the tougher layout. Ball in hand is going to help him out quite a bit here. He's going to make Anthony pay the price and still looking for his first steal of the night. Anthony did have one on him earlier, so.
Go ahead, pull it off.
Oh,
That's foul
man.
number 4. Chuck Sconey.
That looks about right.
Looks good to me. Can't see it from Apple Valley, so
See, it looks good for my house.
yeah, ball in hand. He has an open table, doesn't he? He hasn't made a ball yet.
He missed the
So
first shot. You said he was a makeable miss for him.
yeah. So he has choices. So he only has that red and black ball tied up right there, and I think that's the only problem thing, unless he goes red, and then he has to deal with the one over here. So I don't think he's going to do that.
Combination yellow.
Okay.
All right, leaves the yellow there in the corner. Some things lower level players might not do is prepare themselves on the combination for the what's next.
Yeah.
Chuck knew what to do. All right. See, I was a little worried about that ball first.
Yeah. Now he's gonna.
I thought maybe the side pocket, and then the one that he just bumped. I thought that one might be next. But I think he was probably thinking maybe he'd get there for the 8-ball last. I just thought I thought the blow was tougher than it
breakout
looked.
right there.
Yeah. I don't know though.
He's got the yellow in the middle, right above the 8-ball, to break those out if he needs to set up on that. But I don't know. He's still got options. He's still got 4 yellows on there. So.
Three yellows left. Tough yellow, tough 8-ball. All right, jams that one.
Yeah.
He's a little
forced
quick,
it.
on the stroke. Punched it, as they say.
All right, Chef.
All right, see how bad I can fuck this one up. Down in the corner.
All right, bottom right-hand corner to tie it up. And that keeps Chuck off the hill.
Yeah.
It should be
Right
Chuck.
up.
It should be Anthony on the hill.
Yeah.
That ties it up at 5. So, yeah, got ourselves a tight match. No matter what happens tonight, I think a rematch is already.
Yeah, not bad for the first time these two guys faced off against each other, huh? 5-5.
Yeah, they matched up well. So Vegas was a little off tonight, but it's
Yeah. If you were to revisit your handicap, what would you say it would be?
well, I mean, now the odds would have closed on Chuck, right? So if he started off as a minus 150, they had to come down at least, I don't know, 25 points on that. Maybe still be a favorite minus 25, but
Yeah, I would say it's I would give
he's proven that he can do this.
since Anthony's in the lead because of the break. I think the race to 2. I think Anthony would go just slightly ahead now.
You think he's the favorite now?
110, yeah, I think so. It's pretty much a coin toss, but Anthony's gets to break first on this game, and if it goes hill, he breaks first on the last one.
Fair analysis. All right, cue ball.
Ooh, you almost lost it.
Out of the side pocket.
Yeah.
Dry
break. Hasn't been many of those tonight. That's going to be number 3 on the dry breaks.
Uh-oh.
Cue ball lost in the drink, bottom left-hand corner. That's going to be Chuck's second foul of the night. Automatic ball in hand for the chef.
Yeah, I would give Chef the break on this one, on the spread. They're both about the same, but because he's scratched, I would give it just for that reason. I would give
Fair
it
enough. Quick bathroom break.
All right.
Well,
Remember the last time you thought for a long time? What happened?
yeah. I start screwing myself. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go Reds.
Good. They're both good.
Sure are.
Inside.
It's like every ball has multiple pockets, except for this one. These two down here. But net is tied up, so I actually think the toughest one it's going to get to is the 8 ball.
This one here. in the corner.
All right, 3 reds left here. Draws it back nicely. Might have found a lane for that side pocket if he wants it now.
Yeah.
If he wants it for his
Yeah,
last
that's
ball,
my key ball to get.
that's the key. There
Yeah.
you go.
Exactly.
Wasn't sure how he's going to play it.
So I wanted to be more straight. Go in that corner.
Use the yellow. And the cue ball gets lost. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
I didn't either.
Chuck giveth, and then
Chuck, get it back.
Chuck give it back.
Good luck, Chuck.
All right, Chuck. You get ball in hand. You get up
Oh,
to
man.
the house.
Ball in hand.
Yeah, it's nice when you're coming off of a scratch on the break, and then you're like, you get a ball in hand back. You're like, wow, that was a bonus.
Yeah, for sure. The old reverse Uno. This guy is one win away from being on the hill.
Yeah, we're gonna see someone on the hill in this match right here. So both guys had a ball in hand to start their rack. So let's see if he could, if Chuck could do a little bit better.
Did you rub a red there, Chucky? Yeah. Hold on, Chuck. Did you put the red back? Did I miss it? It looked like you had a foul there on the red.
I didn't move the red, but
You didn't move it?
it was, I did move it a little bit by accident.
Yeah, that's right. Well, yeah, move it. As long as you moved it back, we're good. Okay.
Yeah, looks like he did.
Okay, cool. I just didn't see you move it back. All good. Just want to make sure it was acknowledged.
Yeah, he went to roll the cue ball up right in front of it, and he accidentally bumped it with his hand over the cue.
Where am I going? Where am I going, man?
Yeah, he got a little flustered.
What's this yellow? Also red right here.
We got the golden snitch in the house. Guaranteed Dennis would see it. So he's doing a carom. Look at this guy.
Good shot.
Just a human highlight reel tonight.
Damn. I saw him make that back in 1977.
Yep, he invented that shot. That's a carom.
Yeah, that's a carom shot. That was a great shot.
Chuck out here carom.
Freaking helicopter scene is going to land on my house right now.
You got helicopters circling the neighborhood?
No, that we're right in the landing path of the hospital, which is 1 block away. So the helicopters are only like, I don't know, 70 feet above my house when they come over.
I've seen the houses in your neighborhood. Definitely some white collar crime in there.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some nice houses here. Nice shot, Chuck.
Chuck's looking pretty good. I'm not sure about. He might have to do another carom shot here if that yellow doesn't have a path.
I don't know. I think it goes.
No.
No.
Oh, it doesn't? Okay.
Chuck gets out with 2 carom shots in the same rack.
Yeah, he's a human highlight reel too.
Yeah, say
Yeah,
he
he's got a bunch
deserves
of
the hill.
Oh, you overcut it.
Overcut was a tester.
Yeah, see that one there was really. I think he should have went for the carom. And then the good thing about it is that he's out if he gets to the table again. You know what I mean? But now he still has to still break it out of there.
Yeah, and Anthony's got ball in hand.
Yeah, he's got one red he can shoot at. It's not that hard of a shot, but at least he's only got one choice, one option here.
He's forced to take his plan to keep ball off the table.
Yep.
That's what he was
saving.
betting on, earlier.
Yeah. He was saving himself.
Get on over there.
It's a roll. He got it.
He barely got there.
No. Cue ball's going to have to dance a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be a tough shape shot here.
Yeah. Hoping we can come back down this way.
Yeah. Ideally, yeah. You can draw it up pretty good.
That Q-Tech has the ability to do that. How do you hit it? How do you hit it? Get out of there. Wow.
He had a good shot.
Came above here. I wanted to come below, but oh well.
If he doesn't hit that little nipple right there and pounce it out toward the middle, he would have been perfect in line with that cue ball. But he's still good.
In the corner. No.
Wow.
Oh.
He's trying his best to give it.
Has there been one rack without suspense yet? That's all I want.
He is trying his best to give it away.
He is on the hill first. I think it's the way that it should be based on the shooting tonight. But
I've got to go to the bathroom and pull my shorts out of my ass.
You couldn't slam a toothpick up there with a sledgehammer.
Nope.
Yep.
Tired of frog's ass right there, man. Oh my God.
Board. Chuck had an opportunity, made a good shot there. Nice carom shot. Got about 5 or 6 save shots for Chuck tonight. He's just been a human highlight reel. But Anthony.
Yeah. So it's right number 12. It's going to be Chuck. So Chuck's going to come back and then break and run maybe.
Force a hill. That's what the fans want to see. Good luck to you, Chuck.
See a break and run, Chucky.
Here we go. Chuck does have one break and run tonight. Has a high run of 8 balls.
Yeah, and Anthony would have had one if he didn't trip over himself.
Yeah, he had a shot at 2 of them.
Yeah.
He had 2 break and runs tonight.
Oh, yeah.
But that's how it goes. Yellow bottom left-hand corner. I think the cue stayed up. Yep. I had a glitch on my end.
Yeah, I glitched over here too.
I was just hoping when it unfroze, the cue ball's still on the table. Bottom left-hand corner.
Yeah, Chuck's house, that kind of internet is called Thursday.
Yeah, Chuck is he is literally playing in the backyard. That's his name. So
this little backyard building right there.
He's had some clusters in that template rack tonight.
No.
All right,
Nice
gets
shot.
He's got those back cuts down. Perfect.
He put that one red next to that yellow on the rail right there. It's not a good spot for it.
So yeah, letting that cue ball go is always a tricky.
Nice movement there on the cue ball, Chuck. Might have enough space in between the rail and the yellow to slide her down. In a rail first situation. All right. Ooh. Lands tough. Might have an option to break out the trouble red now, though. He's got two reds that are trouble. Now that he didn't land on it. Yeah, so he went for it.
Yeah. See, instead of doing that shot, he should have just broke out the red.
And he didn't call the bank, obviously, right?
No,
He was playing for the side. Okay.
But that's what I was trying to explain earlier. That's the strategy of this game.
All right. So,
when
yeah.
you have yourself a tough shot, break out the ball that's tough. That's, that's there. Break it out. So your next inning,
Chuck's got another two. He's looking at another 2 innings unless he comes up with two big shots next.
Exactly. That's why he should have just broke the one out. Even if you didn't have to make it, just to put it out of there, set yourself up for the next shot, and then run out the next inning.
Yeah, and Chuck's got a couple 2-putts tonight that worked out well for him.
They did. But he didn't. He didn't do a 2-putt there because he had a shot. Tough shot, but he had a shot.
All right, rack number 12 for Anthony. He's in the lead, 1 rack away from the victory and the upset. Get out of there.
Out of the side.
Wow.
5 seconds is the rule, right? All right.
7-7. So he didn't make a ball. Dry break.
All right. Try break.
Okay.
Bank the red over here.
All right. Bank coming. Chuck's stream pixelated a little bit on us. All right.
Oh, he just locked up the 8-ball.
Yep.
And again, that was a 2-putt scenario right there to get out. But it's so enticing. You think you're going to make it, so you just do it.
Combination. I like Anthony's layout better. Starting point was a little rough. Dry break. I think Anthony's he's had the better layouts overall tonight. I think that's what's kept him competitive here. Slightly better breaker.
In that corner.
A little help from a yellow there. Nice. Yeah. There was only one spot you could hit that. Go. And I think the speed was what threw it off.
Yeah, he hit the ball first. I think he hit the ball first. That's right.
Yeah, I hit the ball first. Just trying to get the rail.
Yeah, it's really, really tight.
All right, Chuck.
It's okay.
It's all right.
Now Chuck has 2 balls that he needs to break out now.
Yeah, Anthony's still in the driver's seat. Chuck's got 2 tough reds. Still not out. All right, another bank coming up.
And locks it up.
Yeah, he was so worried about getting on that last red, which he did a pretty good job at. Now he's got another tough layout. So he's still 2 innings away from closing this rack out.
3 innings.
Yeah, if you look at the 8-ball.
Yeah, 8-ball and the red ball. So he's gonna probably make the cut. If he doesn't make it, he's gonna leave in front of the pocket, and then he'll probably have to
started off pretty hot on the banks. It fizzled out a little bit for Chuck.
Yeah, he forgot he could 2-putt, but
sometimes we forget that the banks are the low percentage shots, but
remember when he had 3 balls, if he would have just shot the one that was tied up, the one just to 2-putt it out of there, he would be out already.
All right, Anthony lining up for the red in the bottom right-hand corner. Plays it nicely.
I like where this is at. It's perfect. He's going to move that yellow away from that 8-ball. Oh, maybe not. I don't know if it goes. Does it go in the corner now?
No.
No.
Yeah.
It goes if he's shooting it now, it does. It goes on the side.
No, it doesn't even go on the side.
Get the
Oh my God. I shouldn't have said a word. I think I sharked him when I said it was that yellow ball. He thought he was going to hit it on the way over.
Today's letter is carom.
Yeah. He's just going to try to hook himself until he can get that 8-ball out.
Right.
Yeah. Three reds left and an 8-ball to close out the show. Chef thinks it through. Okay.
Inside.
Oh, there you go. Now you can break it out with that one.
Wow. All right. Well, he's in a better spot than Chuck is right now.
All right, Chuck, welcome back.
Chuck with a refresh, I think.
Yeah. Okay, Chucky. Uncle Chuckles. Going for the breakout again. And
Chuck.
he looks like he rattled the red. It froze on me. Did it freeze on you?
Yeah, it's unfrozen now. All right.
Well, he broke it out. He's got, I don't know. Can you see the red up table or this one? You don't have a shot still, huh?
Good, not really.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything good. Might have a real first combination.
Maybe a 2-putt. Do you have a 2-putt, Chuck?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's got a two-way shot. Yeah.
He would have been out 4 innings ago, so you know.
All right, Anthony, top left-hand corner.
Or
He knew
put
he was going to scratch. He was lined up perfect for the scratch.
All right, tough one there. Anthony's gonna be kicking himself.
I'm just trying to give this match away.
Yep, that's gonna be a foul there for the
Bone
Chef.
in. Bone in.
Chuck has been in hell the last 3 turns here.
Yeah.
So
This is what he needed. This is good.
Man.
This should give him on the hill. I mean, get him.
yeah, so the only ball on the table that's tough now is the 8-ball.
Yep.
With a ball in hand, he's got an opportunity to land on the 8-ball where he wants. Chuck's had a couple good banks tonight. He might just play that way, unless he wants to get aggressive and open it up now.
Yeah, I think he's going to open it up. He's going to say,
I think that's the right call.
Yeah. He's lining up for it. He's just got to make sure that doesn't hook the cue ball. Because what could go wrong, Darren?
Yeah, right. You've seen it. Can play it back and show you what will go wrong.
Yeah.
Chuck, 1 red away. He's going to tie this thing up. Force a hill. That's what the fans came to see. John Guys just dropped in the chat. What's going on, John? All right, Chuck. This feels like a steal, don't it?
Yeah, he should have won it. He should have won it a long time ago. But he kept trying to break up the ball instead of putting it out. Looks like Anthony just said, you know what, just take a check.
Yep. Here's a ball in hand. Finish this rack.
All right,
it is.
Chuck,
Just like that.
tying it up.
Good out, Chuck.
It will be the chef's break for the final rack. We are hill.
Yeah, at 2 hours and 20 minutes in, but it's an entertaining match. I'll tell you, it doesn't even feel like it's almost as long as a Godfather movie.
Right?
Don't look at my butt.
All right.
See your tramp stamp?
It's all right. Well, that's fine. You can look at my butt. I don't care.
Chuck letting his fans
Like,
know
the
he's still
camera's on the center of the table.
Yep, hill. Stay tuned after this match. We do got some next heads up match to promote, as well as I think Ruben's got a stream going on tonight too. So we'll talk a little bit about that.
Good luck, Anthony.
Yes, sir. Good luck, Chuck. Shoot well. It's been an awesome match so far.
Yeah, first time these guys are locking up tonight, and you're witnessing it. So
Yeah, and we got a hill match here.
heads up, always bringing the best in virtual pool. All right.
Get something down. Get something
He's
down.
got something down. That's a good start. 2 reds and a yellow.
Yeah.
Probably his first or second best break of the night.
Yeah.
His starting point will probably give him the second best break of the night with 3 balls down.
Yeah, the one he should have broken ran when he had the best break and cue ball right in the middle of the table. That was ideal. He should have got out, but he got a little funny.
He ends up with 9 balls down tonight. Just 1 short of double digits.
Yeah, everything's spread wide open. So which one he chooses, choose wisely, my friend.
Yep. Yes, sir.
I think Anthony's been in control most of these racks tonight, and it just really depends on him getting out of the way of himself sometimes on the last couple shots.
He kind of thinks himself at the very, very beginning. Remember what he said? He's won the last 3, but lost the last 3 coin tosses.
Yeah.
And this time he wins the coin toss. So he kind of spooked himself, but he's in the driver's seat right here. So I mean, this is the best you can ask for right here. A hill match with 2 good players.
Yellow in the corner. That's my best shot.
There it is. Look at that. Beautiful.
Inside.
Shot. Looks kind of straight.
Inside.
All right, 3 yellows and an 8 ball left for the victory. Chuck has not broke yet, so.
Yeah, he could close this out with a break and run. He's due.
In the corner.
All right, looks like he's going to have a long draw shot here.
Yeah, he's going to have to reach.
Going to be getting the extension.
I'm fairly tall. This is only an 8-foot table.
Uh-oh, he just jinxed himself.
Where's he going? Wow.
Rick, look at that.
Well done, chef. Well done.
And he
Man, he had some great shots tonight.
It could have been awful because he hit the 8 ball. He just happened to hit the correct side of it, and it rolled out perfect like that. Good shot, Anthony.
Thank you. In the corner.
Of course, he's going to leave himself a little bit of a test. But
Could have hit that a little harder, but
all right. Q might run a little bit on him. 8 ball corner pocket for the victory.
Yeah, it's not going to run a little. It's going to go.
There it is. Anthony gets the victory, the upset.
Wow.
Taking it to Vegas tonight.
Oh, man.
7-6. It was a close match.
And
Chuck never
a break and run.
With a break and run. Absolutely.
And I said they'd each have at least one break and run tonight. Didn't I say that? Did I not say that?
You were right.
Are we not amused? Or entertained, or whatever they say.
Are you not entertained?
There you go. All right, so taking a look at it by the numbers here, final score, the Chef beats Vegas odds, winning 7 racks to 6. We only had 1 rack was the biggest gap we had in between the guys tonight. Went back and forth a couple times. I think Chuck had the lead twice. Chef just being a little bit better on the break. And with the coin flip, I think he was able to just keep ahead of Chuck at a steady pace. So we just seen a break and run tonight. I thought Chef should have had 3 break and runs, to be honest with you. He missed on the 8 ball twice.
2 of them.
I'm glad that he closed the show with a break and run. I think he deserved it. Chuck had a break and run early. I think that was rack number 2. No trying runs from either guy that I had. I had a high run of 8 balls here for Anthony, a high run of 8 balls for Chuck. Both guys ended their runs on either a dry break or foul on the break. Spreads tonight. What do we end up with? 7. Did I got the numbers right? I think so. 7-5. I gave it to Anthony.
Yeah.
Those were neck and neck most of the time, to be honest. Dry breaks tonight, 4-4, and you see that the balls on the break were even. So the breaks were pretty even, but I did think that overall Chef had the better layouts. I thought Chuck had a few racks in there that he had some problems, and you could see it. So you go back in some of those racks where he just had like balls in the template that were just kind of jammed up on him. Chuck was 2 for 2 on 2 putts. I didn't have any called 2 putts that I remember from the Chef. We had a steal from each guy tonight. Makeable shots missed. I had 5 for the Chef, and I had 4 for Chucky. Big fouls here from the Chef with 6 tonight, and Chuck had 2. So, Chef known for letting the fouls get the best of him, but even with a lot of fouls, he still got the victory tonight.
I know. He shows you why they call him the Chef.
Yeah. So
right.
In the end,
do my best work from the kitchen.
That's right. In the end, Chuck was just a little bit short on it. Let's see. Boom.
Yeah, you're missing 1 spread, by the way.
Am I? Oh, who got the last one then?
It would be the Chef.
That's what I did mark. That's the one that he ran out. Okay,
Yeah.
so 8-5 was the final there on the spreads. So before we throw it back to the guys, I just want to talk about next week. We're not going to have heads up. We're going to take a break. We've got Memorial Day week and it's a short week, so I think we'll take that week off. But the following week, we'll be back in action as 2 of the toughest guys on the 1-loss side. Ken Iceman taking on Mike Adams, Mighty Mike. It's going to be a race to 7. It's going to be a hell of a match, so make sure you're there. I think it's going to be Tuesday night, so the second week of June, I think, or first week of June. I don't know what my dates are, but it'll be 12 days from now, so check that out. And
wait, you're saying Tuesday, right? This is the Tuesday match?
Yeah, so a week from next Tuesday.
It'll be the 3rd.
Okay, so that one's there, and we're working on some other stuff too, but that's the one we got booked right now. So that's going to be a hell of a match, and that will be in 12 days. So we'll fly it back over here, and then coming up right after this show, I'll stop the.
I'll put it on there. Yeah,
okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so right after this is Ruben has some big players at his house. There's a rematch if you didn't catch the first one.
Yeah, so they got
that was a good match. I didn't get to catch all of it, but those
yeah, I
guys
got
can
to
shoot.
see a little bit of the guy. I think
Lemus
his name
is
is
fucking
Lemus or
badass.
Lemos. Guy was an absolute terror the other night. Was beating everybody over there. So he's coming back for a rematch. The guys want to test their luck against him, but I just happened to like pop in at one point of it, and I just seen him like make a jump shot. Like it was just I just happened to catch that part of it. It was kind of funny, but guy looks like he shoots lights out. So catch that. That's coming up directly following Heads Up over on our sister channel, Roopster 760. So one more thing. We didn't do the highlights. I definitely want to pull those up because we got a lot of them tonight. Let me get my screen back.
Chuck's got a lot of them tonight.
Okay. Yeah, no particular order.
My favorite is ball in hand from Chef. That
oh
I
my
always be my favorite.
Yeah, I'm glad you won with that happening. I'll just say that because it makes it okay to make a short out of it now.
Yeah,
All
it
right.
is.
All right. So Chuck here. Chuck had a couple of these tonight. This is a good bank early.
Yeah.
He's going to bank this one in the side pocket. I think he made 2 of these tonight. I accidentally lost one that he had. I think he get out from there. He does maybe, but all right. So X that one out. Back over to Anthony here. This is a nice combination. Red. Leaves himself long.
Yeah, but he hits a good speed, so he's got a nice setup. I think this is one of the racks where he could have ran out, or he was going to get a run out, and he messed it up right at the end.
I got to stop lifting up. I lift up all the time.
All right, this red here, Chuck's going to cut it in the bottom left-hand corner. Really tough shot.
Yeah, good shot.
Yeah, freezes up a little bit, but we got there. We get the idea. I think Chuck goes ahead. That was the first lead that Chuck gets. Maybe it was the one after, but where are we at here? 4-3.
That one that you said is exactly the same except different.
Yep, exactly the same but different with a bridge.
Yeah.
And that one was even tougher. So basically the same shot we just seen. Look at this.
Yeah.
So Chuck makes that. More from Chuck. Or not. I think that might have been one I screwed up. We'll just forget it. We'll come back to it. All right. Might have missed one there.
So this is the right here. This is gonna be shot of the 2025.
You got to back it up to get all the.
But it's just funny that it ran into the balls too. Like, which side did I go? One side or the other? It just goes straight.
You can't even hear the laugh track that goes with it. Just look at his face.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Oh my God! You know what that reminds me of, right? You know what that reminds me of, Darren?
What's that?
Oh, that's really too bad.
Oh,
those were the days. Okay, Chuck, over here again. Oh, wait, you're still up. Okay, yeah, here we go. So, Chuck, how does he play this one? Nice back cut carom.
It wasn't, it was a carom shot, back cut carom off the red. He called that baby. That was perfect.
So Chuck with another outstanding shot. Couple more left. Anthony here. This is
where I almost scratched.
Yeah, this was the good shot here.
Yeah, but he went on the inside of the ball and hit the nipple a little bit.
You really flirted with danger there.
Yeah.
Then he gets out, right?
Then he almost keep it going. Watch. So he almost scratches in the side on that shot right there because he came on the wrong side. You know, and then watch this shot.
What the shit?
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Okay, so let it hit the shot. Let him hit the shot. Advance it a little. Oh, there. Well, that's where the cue ball, where he almost scratched again. It's like he was determined to sabotage his game. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a quarter roll off.
I hit top on that to try and run into the yellow and not scratch.
You didn't into it.
And I ran into it.
And then the last shot here, nice draw shot from the Chef.
This was a great draw. And he hits the 8. You can't see it, but he then nicks the 8, pushes him over to the perfect side of it. And then he tried to sabotage this by giving himself a lot of back cut on this shot, but he didn't come up high enough. But he handled it fine.
Handled it well. So there you go. That's the highlights. We'll go live on that one.
Yeah.
And that's that. Good show, guys.
Good show, guys. It was really good. You guys shot both shots.
Fuck me.
Sorry, Chuck, you came up a little short, but if it just came down to the coin toss now, because you could have broken around that last rack instead of it being, Anthony's, but yeah, the one where I think where you should have 2-putted, but you still won that game because Anthony gave you a ball in hand at the end there. But it was a good game. I was entertained. I mean, like I said, we're two.
going to
What?
Chuck said we thought he was going to race the 9.
Oh,
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did. I
yeah.
won. Did you not see those other 2 racks, Chuck?
that's funny. But yeah, we're 2.5 hours in, and it's it's entertaining. It didn't even seem like a long match at all.
Nah, man, I was joking, man. You played good, Anthony, man. I was just joking with you. It's all,
Yeah,
it's all
you
good,
shot
man.
well, Chuck, man. I thought you had it. I got lucky and was able to pull it out, but you shot better than I did. I just got some better layouts.
I love that one where you almost got out, Anthony, where you got hooked again and you had to do the mirror trick to come off the rail and try to get the other one. I was really hoping to see you get out miraculously on that. That was killer.
Yeah, that was funny.
But I'll tell you, this is what makes for entertaining. We're human. We're not 700 boring Fargo players, boring, So
Yeah.
we
I'd
have-
say I'm a 480 if I'm lucky.
but I mean, we hook ourselves and we have to come up with some crazy shots all the time. Who wants to see the guys who don't miss, right? Who wants to see that?
That's
So
right. You want to see the hero shots to get out.
that's right. So anyway, I want to thank my co-host Darren. Did a great job on the graphics, and he's always on top of this. I don't have a lot of time for this. I don't know what I'd do without him. This wouldn't even happen without him. I'll tell you that right now. So he does a great job. He's got those killer 2 monitors behind him. Does all the magic right there. Look at that. He's got a little red light underneath his desk.
Courtesy of Walton Construction.
Whoever that is, it must be a good guy.
Yeah. I mean, it's great. It's great.
Turn on your little lights that light up underneath there.
Oh,
little,
yeah. I did forget about those. Yeah.
yeah,
I always forget to turn those on.
little illumination. Look at that, huh? That's cool.
Different colors and stuff, but,
Yeah. So anyway, thanks, guys. Thanks, Chuck. Thanks, Anthony, wherever he went.
I'll be right there, man.
All right. Did you want any other words? And we're gonna.
No, I was just thinking. I know Howie and Ruben had a match going up too. I can't remember what date that was supposed to be, but that's coming up too.
Yeah, that's coming out. I think it's going to be because he said it on the thing, but I was looking. I think he said the 14th, but I don't think the 14th works. So maybe it does. I don't know. We'll have to find out. But I think he said the 14th, but we'll see if we get the 14th or the 21st.
Yeah.
Go
ahead.
Of June. Yeah. So that he had, actually of all people, Ruben called out Howie. So Ruben is he's looking to put the beat down on Mr. Howie on his table because he heard Howie's only lost once on his table, and that was his very, very first stream. So I think Ruben wants to try to give him a second loss on his own table. So, but anyway, it was a good match with Howie the other night. That was really good. Eric gave him a freaking run for his money, boy. Eric was shooting really good. He was Eric earned his way there. He did, man. He made some. He won that one game where, who was it? It was Ken, right? He played Ken, didn't he? When Ken had 4 breaking runs, and then in the losing battle.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, Ken, that's why I said Ken and Mike. They both. Both an awful loss. So and they're both tough. So it'd be a good first. It'd be a good match for
it
both.
Will be. Yeah. So there'll be one of those 2 monsters are going to be 0-2.
Yeah, it's rare.
Hard to say, both those guys are monster players, and one of them's going to be 0-2 after that Tuesday match. But that'll be a good match. But hey, Anthony, you're always fun to have on our stream. Never a dull moment with you. I'll tell you that one ball in hand when you're telling everybody what you can do. That is going to live in infamy, dude. They're going to be talking about this when we're long gone.
That's right. That's right. That was
Yeah, I'm gonna put a shot clock on it, and then I just want to see the time because that was the funniest part of it is that it built up to that.
Yeah, exactly. you know, you know what I mean. You're right. You got to put a clock right in the middle as the clock's going around like this.
As soon as we get off of the stream, I'm gonna go back and look at that because it's gonna be funny to hear us all cackling.
And then showing him going this way. I could go this way. I could take it off of this side of the ball, cut it this way, come back this, do this. And I wish this ball wasn't here because that ball right there is really hurt me.
I think what really made me pop for it was the fact that the thing that I found the funniest about it is that after he missed the ball, the cue ball just runs into the stack of balls. It just ends up nowhere near where he was.
He wouldn't even have had an easy shot on the 8. It was going to be an unbelievable shot on that 8 ball.
For anybody getting here late and don't know what we're talking about, it's rack number 9. Go back and look at the sequence towards the end there.
Yeah.
Funny as hell.
But Darren's going to make a little short out of it just for fun for people to see because that should go viral. That was hilarious.
That was damn hilarious.
Pure comedy.
I tell you what, I'll live in infamy for that.
And then Gizmo, you got a short tomorrow that I whipped up today called One Crazy Rack, the notorious GIZ.
Oh,
you playing Mike Adams and
Mike Adams, yes, that was unbelievable. We did a little in here last Friday or Friday before, I can't remember which one, but he came over the house and we played some pool and there was one rack in there that was unbelievable. So anyway, that'd be good. Great to see.
Yeah, that's coming out tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. or 8 a.m.
Congratulations, Anthony, man. I enjoyed it. One of those things I do that last right, man. You just didn't let me back to the table.
Yep. Yeah, you shot well, Chuck, man. I didn't expect to get that one. Dude, you shot really well. Above me.
Just never get, no matter what, you just got to keep shooting. Don't give up because, somebody gets, you get down or just, a lot of people, they get down. Once they're down, they think they got to stay down. They don't,
You're almost never down. I don't think there was a 1-game lead by anybody. So it was close all the way through. So you were never really down.
It was never more than one rack. Yeah,
exactly. It was just one rack. So you were shooting good. You were just, what it comes down to? The coin toss. That's what it comes down to. It came down to who goes first, and who broke first, and that's what it came down. Because if you think about it, if you want to,
I would say the coin toss and the spreads. I would say just because
because Anthony, by weird, he's good for 7-8 fouls, which he gave you, and he's still, he's always good for that.
And he's like, thanks, you didn't have to say that.
The ball in hands, I was saying he's always good for that. But he even pulled up to pull up a win and have more fouls than Chuck, because Chuck played a clean game. If you think about it, he didn't have that many makeable misses. Who had more makeable misses? Right? Who had them? You did.
Yeah, it was Anthony.
Yeah, Anthony did. So he had more makeable misses. He also had more fouls. But the key there was the dry breaks and the spreads. That's what it came out to. So, but it was a good match. It was entertaining. Like I said, we're 2 hours and 44 minutes into this, and it doesn't even seem like it's a Titanic length of a game.
No, it doesn't. And it sets up a good match down the road. You guys will make for a good rematch in a couple months or something.
Yeah, we'll have to show that one, the highlight reel, that one. Remember this, guys?
Yeah, it's a great first match. It's hard to believe you guys haven't played. So.
Yeah, it was. All right, last words, and then I'm gonna shut the thing down.
I've said enough.
All right, guys.
I was gonna say, Daniel's gonna be here tomorrow, so we may hop into Discord if anybody wants to jump in there.
Oh, nice. Okay, that'd be sweet. It'd been cool if we had had some time to think about it. We could have got maybe a Scotch doubles. Or
yeah, we only know.
I was gonna get a hold of y'all, but I told y'all early we got some family stuff going on.
For sure. Yeah,
kind of put a kibosh on my planning stage.
Makes sense. But yeah, for sure. Maybe we'll pop in there and check you guys out tomorrow. I haven't seen Dan in a while.
I think Chuck just choked out.
Yeah. All right, Chucky.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Chuck, man. Thanks, Gizmo. Thanks, Darren. Enjoyed it. Thanks for having us. It was a great game, man.
All right, guys. Good having you. We'll see you on next match.
Later, everyone. Thanks for being here.
Peace.
Later.